Hi. Hello everyone. Sorry, I was 2 minutes late because yo bitch was doing laundry. I slammed through my to-do list today. Boom. This was a stacked day off. And it started with I had to go to the freaking methadone clinic, which is always so annoying. I go twice a month now because I piss clean, and I can't wait till my next counselor meeting to take pictures of all my months and months and years of clean drug tests except for one time. Everyone gets a freebie, and I did have one lapse for one day in May. It happens. It happened to me by accident. I got right back on track. Anyway, this isn't about any of that. I'm ready to peel back the layers. All right. We are going to do a deep dive on a comedian who's known as Sam Hyde. An interesting fact about Sam Hyde is that I have a longtime friend who works with him. And I remember years ago, my friend bringing it up, and he was like, because we're both in the music scene, which was extremely progressive, extremely ideological. So it was like you could get canceled just for like following like Blair White on Twitter or like. So this guy was like pretty controversial. So in DMs though, me and all right, I'll show you. Me and this anonymous source, we can call them, discussed it. So I have some intel on what this person is really like, and perhaps some insight into their true values. But this video that we're going to watch has been making the rounds on social media like crazy. And I didn't realize just how influential Sam Hyde had become. And he does have a large right-wing following. Hi, Katie. Welcome aboard. Yes, we love the new subscribers. I've gotten a nice boost from my features on Lolcow Live, and it's given me a lot of boost and creative energy, and it's really helped me stop focus so much on the toxic incest cult. So 2025 is all about leveling up, continuing to level everything up in every way. A couple people have been mentioning that, and I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what this guy's about, and perhaps that's something I'd be interested in. It seems fun, like a fun, funny idea, and it does kind of remind me of like early, like 2005, 2007, like reality shows like The Surreal Life. You know, the ones that were like on VH1, like A Shot of Love with New York. I finally got some blush so that I don't look as dead. Because I put on like foundation to make sure everything's evened out, but people really think I look like a vampire. I'll show you the look for the day. I am doing laundry, so it's a little whatever. I'm doing kind of like health goth Americana. What do you think? And I'm trying to be a healthier goth in America, so it's accurate. Yes, get on fish tank. I haven't watched enough of it to know if it's something that I want to do. I've already made mistakes by jumping into projects with people that I, knew were potentially toxic, but you, everyone's at different levels, and it's just hard to know who to trust in this crazy world. But yes, we are on the laptop, not on the phone, doing too many phone streams. Also, we have a special guest. Lo will be joining us. But first, let's start by do people in the audience know who Sam Hyde is? What are your thoughts? Let's hear it. And I'll go over some of the things I wrote. These are some of the just initial notes that I took on him. Of course, they're all completely chaotic. Also, let me just pull up his like wiki or something to look at. Present. Right, and how it's okay. All right. Sam Hyde wiki. All right, let me get this bigger. Okay. So it says Samuel Whitcomb Hyde, born April 16th, 1985, is an American comedian. He's a co-founder of sketch comedy group $1 Million Extreme alongside Nick Rochford and Charles Carroll. His transgressive style has garnered significant public controversy and has been heavily linked with the alt-right. So I think this is why, like, my friend who I talked to, who's friends with this person, had been canceled wrongly with false accusations. I went with him to the police station when all the shit went down, and I stood by him even though I was a feminist, and it was like a really divided music scene over like Believe All Women, versus I had real friends who were having their lives destroyed over like drunk sex where everyone was drunk, or like really ambiguous weird things that they were all of a sudden going to the police to because they got totally just like me too to their freaking brains or whatever. Hi. At the moment, I weigh like between like 131 to 135, but I want to get down to like be in the 120s. But I'm happier. I'm so much happier, you know, with this last little boost of weight loss. I feel a lot more confident. Hi. And Stevie is not fan. He's not a fan of Sam Hyde. I don't know enough about him. I do like I follow his Twitter. I've like vaguely followed. I'm like aware of Fish Tank, and like I knew my friend was working with him. And then when and he also, I used to live in Providence, and I used to have a friend who went to RISD. So there's a lot of weird like overlap there. Ruby, would you ever go on Lolcow Rewind? Absolutely. I keep I've been wanting to participate more with like calling in. I don't know. I don't want to like just insert myself into like a topic if I don't have something to say on it. No, you can be my controlled opposition, okay? Also, as you know, I am demonetized. Anyway, so these are my initial notes. So here are some of the issues I've noticed with him. What's ironic? What's not? And this is a big issue on the internet in general. And there's a lot of comedy in that ambiguity, but it also leaves a lot of space for like hurtful misunderstandings, or to give, you know, fuel to the wrong people online. Like, I don't think it's great at all. I actually think it's bad that Sam Hyde is signal boosting people like Nick Fuentes. You know, Sam Hyde has 300,000 people on his X account retweeting him, following Jared Taylor, like, you know, and it's like, okay, is this part of a bit? Is this your real beliefs? Are you just following them because you're curious? Like, I want to be open-minded. I'm not like people who like cancel based on who you follow. I follow like people who are in the, you know, I super disagree with, to see what they're up to, you know, because I like to interact with people of all varying viewpoints. Oh, yeah. Also, he's been tweeting a lot about the H-1B visa and how that's being used. Is that hurting American workers? He has interesting views on like immigration. And in particular, he's been commenting a lot on that visa. I put that in the bottom. I thought maybe we could go over that too. But there's so many different rabbit holes we can go from this, but I want to get the video started. And because I haven't watched it yet. So this is going to be my raw reaction, and I'm going to give insights based on what my friend told me as a personal friend of Sam Hyde, in real life, not like online. This is my friend who doesn't participate with online stuff at all. I'm trying to get my friends more into that, but yeah, I don't think I really have really super good insights on immigration policy, but I can give my just, you know, my general thoughts on things. But yeah, I'm super confused on my thoughts on immigration. I used to have, you know, a very like open borders, idealistic viewpoint, and now I've seen that kind of like backfire in a huge way and hurt a lot of people. So it's really hard to balance the interests of different groups. I try to stay based in reality, at least. Okay. So he started this troupe, and they got involved, I believe, with Adult Swim. Yes, but it got canceled due to his like loose affiliations with like groypers and people on the alt-right. Blinksy says, Ruby, how did you lose the weight? Well, for me, a lot of my weight gain had been due to side effects of medication like methadone and Seroquel. And I took Seroquel for just a brief amount of time, and I gained a lot of weight really fast, and it took a long time to lose it. But the combination, I think, of like cutting out candy, I started taking my phone out and doing these walking streams all the time. Once I got doxxed, I was like, all right, I'll walk around my neighborhood and stream. I don't care anymore. So I got more active, and then I got my job at the bookstore, which is a more active job. So I was unemployed before. Yeah. And then I went way down on my methadone. I'm down to like 50 milligrams right now. The groypers didn't exist. What are you talking about? Groypers definitely exist, and I'm afraid to even mention them too much because they've already fucked up my channel. I don't know what I agree with or not with Sam Hyde. I'm very open-minded, as you guys know, but I'm a little bit lost in the sauce insofar as my political takes. I'm just in a reorienting phase. I was watching, maybe we can watch a little bit. I'm so glad my friend told me, he sent me a link to iDubbbz doing this thing on Sam Hyde like years ago. And I recall like seeing it around that time, and I totally forgot about it. And so I guess Sam Hyde had hired like this chick to like act like some drugged out like girlfriend, and the chick gave her an Oscar. And I'm really glad I knew that beforehand, because if you're just watching and not knowing, it does actually seem like, oh my God, is this like fucked up? Like, it's so, do you know what I love about my audience? We may be small, but there's all different viewpoints in my chat. And I would like to foster a space where people can challenge each other's ideas and practice articulating themselves and explaining themselves better, to totally, steal Destiny's line. They're really good too, Dosh. What's up, BB? Goated troll. I mean, it's possible. I don't know that all people who like want to shut down immigration is because they're hateful. I think a lot of people have serious concerns over the economy. A lot of people like live in cities and are seeing like a huge spike in like homeless people and other issues and drug violence, etc. Hey, here, I love your hair today. It looks really good. Thank you. Dude, I get so many more views on the Get Ready With Me streams than I do on like my actual streams. It's kind of annoying, but I'll take it. I'm not, not going to complain about getting views ever. Thank you though. And I don't know, do I need the sunglasses to hold it back, or is it going to hold itself? But thank you. I did my smaller curling iron. So I got like some kind of looser waves going on. More women are watching now. I feel like I have a pretty, I always, have had a strong female audience, or not always. When I came back, I still believe, based on my experience, I made a throwaway account, 200 subscribers on it. And already it gets the same views that this account does. And more, actually. The streams get more views, the videos get more views. Then my 10K or almost 10K account, what's with that? Like, that doesn't make sense at all. For a 200 subscriber account to be getting the same views as a 10K subscriber account. And I was suspicious that there could be a shadow ban, but I was like, that sounds delusional to even talk about. But I have been hit many times with demonetization and different flagging and bullshit. Ruby, are you going to be a permanent, semi-permanent fixture moving forward in the Lolcow Queens? What's happening with all of that? That's a good question. I'm not totally positive. I feel like right now they're testing me out in the community. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I was just gonna. It's okay. You're in no rush at all. I'm just chatting with the audience, and I'm gonna pull up a video to watch. So take your time. What was the question? Oh, it was about the Lolcow Queens. So, Keem has warmed up to me, and I've warmed up to him. Even though I still, I have my concerns about that general show. I just have concerns about what's acting, what's not. I would like a little more clarity around that. Like, but I kind of enjoy the ambiguity. It's very like a reality show. It's very Maury. It's very Jerry Springer. And I feel like that's going to be a new era of streaming on YouTube. And I feel like Keem does see that. He sees the market, and I see the market that he's seeing. I actually do think that there's a big, even for judge shows, like people love judge. If they have that online, like, I think there are some like good ideas that are like totally accusing faking odds. Oh, come on. I mean, I don't know their history, so I don't want to comment on it and get sucked into more drama when I've been so good, so well behaved. All right, let's see what else is on this wiki. In December 2016 interview with The Hollywood Reporter in the aftermath of his series cancellation, when questioned if he held a bias against minorities, Hyde replied, "No, I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm probably as racist or as biased as the average regular white guy or as the average regular black guy. Bro, I kind of feel the same." Am I racist? I kind of vibe with that comment. Like, I don't think it's saying that it's a good quality, but it's just admitting the reality that the human brain is racist. Like, everyone makes these judgments, and the only way to kind of act them would be to be aware of it and to admit it. That's the whole point. So it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, Silence is violence, but don't speak over us. It's becoming confusing. Speaking of confusing, we've got Radio Foreman. I need a fucking soundboard. Exactly, dude. I don't know if you guys watched the Naptown edit of like the whole fiasco. Yeah, he was like totally dismissive of me. It was bizarre, honestly, because the fans really liked me, and I thought I was doing a good job as showing, like, I feel like I am capable of hosting a show somewhat, especially if it's like a Lolcow kind of like silly vibe. I think I could work with that, but at the same time, I like doing my creative pursuits and having total freedom. So it's honestly the best position for all of us, for me to be just kind of like a guest appearance for now and see, how I feel being in that community, how they feel about me being there. But I do like a lot of the people who are in the Discord and, getting to know some of the other ladies. I don't know. Blinksy says, "You're so much more talented than this Lolcow shows. They are unwatchable." I feel like Keem is too impatient. He doesn't let a show cook. He doesn't let it like turn into something. Like, you cannot just start like boom, drama, screaming, cakes, eyebrows, like everything all at once. Like, we need to get the eyes up, get the eyes on us, get the eyes on us. I'm bored. Every time that goes down, like, I'm bored. Like, I think that actually cuts into the vibe. Tina also cuts into the vibe because neither of them are willing to have a genuine conversation. And that's what the audience is getting sick of, scripted kind of like fake feeling content, which I don't know what's real or fake. That's what I'm saying. It's confusing. But for me, I'm just generally being myself, but like playing up a character of myself, as streamers tend to do. Exactly. Dude, Wikipedia is kind of like biased. Like, I don't know. Like, come on. They thought that like that was notable enough to have its own whole little like thing here. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, he admitted he has some like, this is the thing, and I am starting already to be an apologist for him, because I feel like I say stuff like that all the time that gets so misunderstood. I'll be like, yeah, I do think I am a little racist. Because like, I just know that I've made judgments in my brain and I try to counteract them when they happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but I would be lying to say I wouldn't, and I feel like honesty is the best policy. Right? Maybe not. Speaking of, well, not speaking of at all, totally unrelated. This is the board of love I made for the day. Hey, Polly, how are you? And hey, MDX, what is going on? Board of love. We already got a $5 donut from Stevie. $, pet cookies, Venmo, cookie Talbot. You know the drill. I've got 2 liters of Diet Coke. I don't know. Is anyone else like this? Like, what is wrong with me? I go so hard with the Diet Coke, the sugar-free Red Bull. It's like I can only afford it because of chat. You guys are enabling me, and I love it. Because it gives me energy to do what I need to do. Board of love intensifies. Ruby, you're too pale to have a right to racism. Hello, I put a little color in my face today, and the people are noticing that I'm not. Anyway, let's just get this video started. Let me also get the link sent out. I'm going to just put it in chat, but I'm not going to let anyone who sucks. I don't know. Oh, well, actually, no, I'm just going to give it to love right now. I think that, because I don't know what I'm doing right now. But I also today did a lot of like behind the scenes work for the channel and setting up LOL Angels, brainstorming, writing things down. Dude, I told her to just come in like whenever. I never said, first off, it was going to be, I said just call in anytime. I didn't say come be here at 8. I'm just talking to the audience and like setting the scene of what we're talking about. What is up, Chuckles? I haven't even sent Load the link, you guys, so don't put that on her. Put that on me. I never even sent it. See, she's asking me for the link. All right, I'm just going to DM it to you because I feel like there's trolls and I don't want to deal with them. Like, my chat was getting bombed. All right. I just sent you the link on Discord. Also, for those who didn't see, once again, this adorable card that my boss made for me. And it says, Ruby, you better not open this card on YouTube. Thanks and happy holidays. Best, my boss. With a little bonus, too. How fucking... I don't deserve this shit. I really don't. I do feel incredibly fortunate that, I don't know, I just am very fortunate. Lo is going to be the co-host of LOL Angels, this new show we're launching that's going to be kind of like a spin-off of what's happening with all the like LOL fighting shows, but like a totally different angle of doing something based on like love, God, truth, higher values, like reading Bible passages but also like reacting to like online content and current events, but in a way that's fucking entertaining. Oh yeah, the stunt. Yes, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yes, and she's pretty new. She just started her channel, but she had done streams. I met her on the John Galt stream. So she used to go on that stream. She has experience streaming, but she's fairly new to having like her own channel. Okay, the bangs are never the way I want them to be. I got this like sativa weed pen. It's like, okay. It's definitely better than the weird like chemically one that I got. So do you guys feel like you got the gist on Sam Hyde? What else did I write down? I'll tell you one thing my friend kept repeating. Friend describes Hyde's intense presence as very WWE. And I hear that term a lot lately when people are describing the kind of acting that streamers do. Some of it is very WWE-esque and like scripted. And why wouldn't it be? People are dumb and believe anything. I personally don't want to go that. That's like the opposite route of that I want to go with. So I do have that limitation with certain shows. Unless it was like clear and everyone knows like, hi, I'm doing like acting or I'm playing up a character or whatever. Because it needs to be clear. I was laughing when I was watching the documentary. So I don't know. Maybe I'm evil. But from what my friend said is that his views, first off, he said that he is just like a really nice guy, totally good to all of his employees, pays everyone, has like really good values and integrity. And it's just like super misunderstood. He's just like anti-identity politics, but not hateful at all. And this is what my friend who works with him has said. And I told them they could call into the show. They're working tonight though, so I don't think they can. But that was interesting to get that perspective before watching the iDubbbz videos. At least I knew that the girlfriend was fake. Thank God. All right, let me find this video. And Lo, I just I sent you the link in Discord. All right. So anyway, there's this video he made that's addressed to Elon Musk. I haven't watched it today, but everyone's freaking out about it. Oh, I love dog sitting. I had so much fun once. Like, I have friends who lived in the same city as me, just like was out of town, and I just like had their whole apartment to myself, and like just had to hang out with these cute dogs and got paid for it. It was awesome. Speaking of getting paid for, I don't know where my phone is, so hopefully I'm not missing any days. Gosh, it's always so hard. It's everywhere I go. It's a mess. Whatever. All right, whatever. It'll make a sound if I need it. Okay, let me find this video. All right, like is this the original?
Glad I caught you. Glad I got you there. Elon Musk. By the way, please don't watch this if you're not Elon Musk, okay?
Hey.
This is a one-off.
Hi, Ruby.
What is let's pull you up on the chat. Dude, look at us. We're getting cute, ready to fuck shit up online or be positive online, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got our weed pens, and we're going to analyze. So I don't know if you're familiar. I was going to watch and react to at least some of this Sam Hyde video. He's like this, he's a comedian who gets like canceled a lot, and he's like associated with the alt-right. But I have a friend who's friends with this guy who says that he's a totally just like nice guy, not hateful at all, and like just kind of like misunderstood, and his words are like twisted around. So this video's been controversial, so I'm kind of curious. I don't know.
I seen that you said you didn't like watch it. I didn't watch it either. I seen that you sent it in your Discord, and I was gonna watch it, but I was like, okay, maybe if she didn't watch it yet, we can watch it together.
Yeah, so we'll each be getting like a fresh perspective. So that's my background of knowing someone who knows him. So it's come up over the years. My friend had mentioned this comedian that he was working with, and he was like, keep it on the DL because he didn't want to get canceled by like our super progressive like friends in the music scene who were at the time like canceling people like left and right. Like it was like peak,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. You said he's a comedian. I don't think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, he's very. I don't know. He has a bunch of subscribers like on Twitter. It's like 300,000. And I don't know. I guess he's making waves, and let's see what he's all about. Let me pull this back up. Hopefully the audio works. Please let the audio just work. Oops. What's better, like this or like?
Either which one. I mean, if you take that comment off the screen, will be lower on the screen. If you put it in the second layout that you had.
Oh, yeah. That works.
That works.
That we're doing. This is private, personal. I put this in his email. I don't know how you got this, unless you're on the Asmongold Discord server, in which case you know my every move, okay? Me and Asmongold have been planning this for a while now. Moist Critical's involved. And yeah, I guess if you're on the Moist Critical Discord server, you would have access to this file. So kudos to you, hacker. I don't think Elon's going to watch this. And listen, I know as a comedian, first and foremost, I don't expect people to take me seriously, but it is a fact that shit posting and public opinion are now intermingled permanently, and it's not going anywhere.
I actually completely agree with that. As someone who's like followed like weird niche political like trends, I've noticed that these trends that used to be very like underground and like subversive, like all right stuff, is totally become more common and acceptable within like conservative circles. And like and I'm still like, I'm open, everyone's entitled, you know, to their beliefs. It's just an interesting pattern that all these like really memey things that don't seem serious or like they're trolls are actually becoming serious movements, like Grapers and
So many people are like talking about them basically.
Yeah, these people, they are like actually getting real political power, you know. So
yeah,
I don't know if he's joking right now, but I agree with that.
And so what is the problem with him and Elon Musk? Like, I know we're going to see what he talks about, whatever about him, but do you know just the cause of this?
What I'm guessing is that it's something to do with like banning Groypers or like Nick Fuentes or something involving those people. That's what I think, or it might just be mentioned in it, but it at least comes up at some point. I'm pretty sure.
And that's just the way it is. I get all my news from memes, basically. That's how I get my news. Is that how you get your news? How would you even get the news if you're not looking at memes? You watch a show? Right. That's even more fucking retarded. Can we turn that off? It's a smart thermostat, so it's going to take 15 minutes to figure out how that fucking thing works. It's very intuitive. I don't know why the Nest thermostat is taking you.
All right, honest one says, someone said no one takes Scrapers seriously. That's fucking not true at all.
To me, because like I've heard them a couple times with people just talking about on streams, but like I said, I don't follow politics or anything going on just in the world. So explain to me what they are.
So it's a group led by this like far right political activist named Nick Fuentes, who also does like content creation. He's kicked off like every platform for being, you know, like very anti-Jew and like very kind of like Nazi adjacent. But he has a very strong, almost cult-like following, and they will literally all show up at like events, at conservative events, and like make a ruckus. And Nick Fuentes even went out like with President Trump and like had like dinner with him. And I totally foresee people like Nicholas Fuentes having real political power in the future. That's what people grew up with. And these things that seem memey and crazy are actually having a profound impact on society. So I disagree with Anonymous on that.
Okay.
So long to learn and intuit. Okay, a toddler could figure this out. A toddler on an iPad could figure out how to use the Nest thermostat. That's Chris Lynch, by the way, Elon. Do not hire him, okay? He's leaving this job very soon. See, he's white. He's too lazy. Chris, you're so lazy and white. Well, yeah. You guys should have studied violin harder as kids. I swear to God, Vivek would have figured this out by now. I want to believe that Elon is one of the great men of our age and that he has what it takes to become a 21st century Andrew Carnegie. I think it's important to have great men to look up to. Trump, Joe Rogan, oh, there it goes, Elon, Tucker. And it's not necessarily important that our great men are perfect, but there are symbols of what we could be. I think if Ron Paul took steroids, he would be my number one. That would be my number one guy. You agree? Yeah. I would like to offer you an escape, an exit from this hole you've been digging. You are a beloved figure. Anytime you do anything remotely based, people lose it. Oh my God, he's based. Yo, he just said that woke liberals aren't cool. He's based. What does he say? Yeah, anytime you post an AI kitten in a MAGA.
Grimace, what do you mean? I know who Tucker Carlson is, Donald Trump. Like, I'm familiar. I actually follow more conservative media these days than liberal media. So I knew every single person he was referencing. So that's just incorrect. More fake news about Ruby perpetuated by Grimace.
I don't know anything about any of those people. Listen, Ruby, I am so out of the loop with everything. You think I know? I'm 23. You couldn't give me any. I don't know what they are. I had to ask fucking Universal what an incel was. Like, I don't I'm not into.
But that's a great perspective to bring, though, to remind people online, that like this shit, it's impactful, but you can also be like removed from it and totally not even be aware of it unless you're like plugged into these communities,
Exactly.
but it trickles into the mainstream. But
Yeah,
I think that's fine. You don't have to,
like something wrong. Like, I don't know who that is. I don't know who any of the people he's talking about are. I don't know who they are. But it's fine. We can still watch. I still have
He's based. He's fucking based, man. For the guy who's the free speech guy, and not only that, but the reasoning from first principles guy, the logical fallacy guy, the Reddit guy, good faith argue with everybody, whatever, all that shit. Blanket banning groypers.
Oh, it's like, here's what I think the issue is about. Oh, and I just totally moved the link out to fuck it all up. Oops.
So Chuck was saying I'm tan. I mean, I'm mixed, guys.
Glad I caught you. I want to believe that Elon is one of the great men of our age, and that.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh my god.
What?
I just keep accidentally like Xing out of it.
Chuckle said low is exotic. Guys, I'm only mixed, okay? Not mixed with anything crazy. Black and white. That's it.
Oh, you guys can't even see what I see right now. Why is it? Oh my god, the screen. Holy shit.
But
he has what it takes to become a 21st century Andrew.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if you guys could hear that. Like, for a while, I was just like, I kept Xing out of the like video, and I like couldn't even see it. So sorry, I wasn't like ignoring anyone. Everyone going crazy. Guys, act normal.
Chuckle saying mix is trending. Guys, I've been alive for 23 years, okay? I've been doing this shit before it was trending.
I mean, it is true. Everyone's just gonna be the same race eventually. It's just gonna all blend together.
No, I honestly think that everyone, let's say in like 100 years, not even, everyone's gonna be mixed. And hey, salute to the purebreds.
And that's another thing that the groypers are like have like huge like issue with is like immigration and stuff like that. And I feel like I used to be very like, I was like a left-wing like activist, and I very much followed like right-wing people to like debunk them. And then I like had like my whole like weird awakening, and I started considering a lot of different viewpoints and realizing I was really incorrect. And I'm still in flux in like a lot of my beliefs. I don't know where I stand fully quite yet, which is like
give me some examples of like what your mindset, like some of the mindsets that have changed since then.
I guess, I mean, like, for example, like immigration, I would have been like, I was someone who believed in like borders are wrong. Like, no one, like, I was like all open borders. I was a communist. I literally thought like, I was very extreme.
I can relate to you. I can definitely feel that, because there's some shit like, I'll say some things, but there's something, it's not that I don't want to say it on here, but at the same time, it will come out at some point, so I might as well just say it. But like shit about like, it sounds so just fucked up when I say it, but I'm not meaning it like that. So guys, just watch my tongue. Wait. It's like, okay, how I used to feel about like gay people and like trans people, like I still support them, and I still like, you guys can do whatever. I'm still going to like bring love and light to the world. But my mindset has changed, and like,
oh yeah, me too on that. That one's a
like,
big one.
I just understand what we're truly supposed to be. And like, obviously people are lost and have gone through things, and I understand that. But yeah, I just look at it differently now. So like, I don't know how to explain it.
I think people should be allowed to say where they're at, honestly. And all the trans people I know in my life, including my ex-fiance, who is a trans woman, they all prefer for you to, like, when you respect someone, you communicate to them honestly. So I like, I'll refer to whatever pronouns people want. And I do still have a lot of friends and people in the LGBT. But I'm, very much against like child transitioning. I'm very much for like female single sex prisons, female single sex sports, and
Dude, no, I've just seen a fucking Facebook post last night of this. trans woman, so you know, born a man, he got sent to, or she got sent to a woman's facility, and he, whatever you want to call them, fucking got or sexually assaulted a woman, fucking sexually or not, or I think she like had fought or beat up somebody, like 2 or 3 people. So like they are basically sending her to a man's prison now because like you sexually assaulted someone, and that's just so wild to me.
Dude, people are getting pregnant. They're in New Jersey. 2 women got pregnant by the same trans inmate, you know? And I think it's complex because trans women are targeted. If they just are in a male prison, that creates its own issue. But it's like they just should have wings for like LGBT people or people who are like more vulnerable. And I'm pretty sure they have some program for that, but it's not on, you know, there's reasons for female only spaces, you know, especially and like confined like spaces like that. It's just there's so many issues. And yeah, jail babies is
and even like MDX just said like with women's sports and like prison shit like that, like just there's fundamentally things like you can't do that and put them both in the same place. Like you just can't. I don't know.
Wow. He says, what is this video about? If you answer right, 500 to your cash up. Well, we just started watching it, but from what I've gathered so far, it's something about Sam Hyde being upset that Elon Musk kicked like Groypers or someone off of X, I think. So, ka-ching. I don't know where my phone is, so I hopefully will be hearing a very loud beep.
EAE keeps saying drop the link for Rich. I don't know who that is, but
I mean, we can bring up more people if yeah.
No, we don't have to right now, but I'm saying I don't know if you were seeing that or not, but I also don't know who that is.
Well, then we'll open it up because it could get, you know, people could get crazy sidetracked. So we'll watch a little bit more of this and then
wait and yeah, do it.
And then I wanted to look into like other like Lolcows and like these people and that culture just like surrounding it. And I don't know, just that current IRL streaming like IP2 kind of network things that are just seem like really dark, mentally ill people like being exploited in a lot of situations. But I don't know. That's all like very dark. So I don't know. Maybe we could just do an open panel.
We can. I mean, I was kind of like looking forward to looking into like the Lolcow shit a little bit, just because.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I watch a little bit of it, of like the live and the Queens. I don't really watch Rewind that much, but I seen like the shit with Boogie, him like faking cancer. I obviously seen that comment earlier about the autism thing. Fucking Becky's fake ass crying. I can't be watching that shit all day. I guess that new glammy girl and Becky are about to get into a fight. Like there's so much going on in that. I don't know.
Yeah, even tonight, I was like, I didn't realize I was posting this at the same time as Queens, and I don't want it to seem like I'm trying to like compete or anything. Not that it's even competing whatsoever, like numbers wise, but you know, I don't want it to seem like I'm doing what Lolcow Rejects did with Lol Angels, because I want it to be not something based off pettiness. It's just us, you know, being inspired by that situation to do something that I think there's like a real market.
I don't think we definitely obviously didn't use LOL Cal. Like, yeah, we're using LOL, but that can be for anything. You know what I mean? So, and we did get inspiration and we're going to start our own shit. It's not that we don't need them. They're cool. Like, I like watching them, obviously. But at the same time, like I said on my channel, like, I don't know if I really could just join them because I don't know. That's just not my scene. I'm not crazy and I'm not calling people out of their name and disrespectful and things like that. So,
yeah, exactly. And that's like, I don't know if you saw, I wrote like a little note, like a mission statement almost for like LOL Angel. I don't know if I say LOL Angels or LOL Angels. I've gone back and forth. LOL Angels. I don't know what. Yeah,
LOL Angels is cute, but I don't know.
I don't know. LOL Angels. Yeah, I'm fine with just saying it like that. That works.
Right.
I know. Considering like that every other show is happening right now. Okay, and yeah, I have heard from my friend who is friends with Sam Hyde that he's actually a really good guy, you know, has a very like upstanding reputation in his like inner circle, but he has this like horrible reputation from like the outside world, you know, which the way, I don't know if you saw his statement about him saying he was kind of racist in the Wikipedia. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
The quote was, I can just read it, but in his Wikipedia, it mentioned that in 2016, someone asked him if he had a bias towards minorities, and he said, no, I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm probably as racist or as biased as the average regular white guy or average regular black guy. And people had a problem with that. I think that's a good admission to be like, yeah, everyone can have that,
I'm not gonna
you
lie,
know, and
like I feel it a little bit. I definitely believe that everyone has a little bit of racism in them, that judgmental thought that you have, but it's whether, you know, you say it and you act on it. You know what I mean? And if it's like the average white person, I mean, what's the average white person like saying it around your friends or in your house by yourself? Like, I don't know what the average white person racist is. Like,
I mean, I would probably just think it was like average. Like for me, I feel sometimes racist if I'm walking on the street alone and say there's like a black guy walking towards me, or like on the other side. Sometimes my mind, I'll like have an instinct of fear, and then I place an argument in my head, like, am I racist? Like, oh my god, should I just stay on the side even though I feel scared? Should I follow my instinct across the street? Like it.
I'm not gonna lie, I obviously do that too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, obviously I do it more for men. Like, obviously if it's a black woman,
just men in general too. Yeah.
But a white man too. Shit, white men are scary. Black men are scary. But I definitely
True,
do.
Yeah, it's more a male thing, but I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel like racist or like I'm seeming racist. But yeah, I think it's always better just to acknowledge it. If people are feeling racist, I think they should say it instead of everyone pretending, because I feel like that's not taking us anywhere.
No, when I admit, like, I'll admit to like my friends or like my family, I'm like, oh, I'm a little racist sometimes. Like, I can't help it, but I'm racist to every single race, like even mixed people. Like, I don't care who you are. If I think something, then I think it. Obviously, I'll, you know, try to do better and not think that of you. But yeah, I keep that.
Conquest says, Ruby, let's make this interesting. I'm one of Sam's mods. Let me in your Discord and I might bring Sam. I mean, that'd be awesome. I would love to interact with him. We have a mutual friend. And I'm curious what his thoughts are. I think he's pretty funny at times too. And I've been following his Twitter for a while, but I have a Discord link on my channel. I believe it should be working. So that, anyway, that should be an issue. All right, let's watch a little bit more of this, and then we'll look into Lolcow stuff, talk about LOL Angels, because I have so many freaking ideas, and I know you have ideas, and I want to get people excited about it, because I'm excited. I'm super pumped.
Andrew Carnegie. I think it's important to have great men to look up to. Anytime you post an AI kitten in a MAGA hat, people lose their, he's based! He's fucking based, man. For the guy who's the free speech guy, and not only that, but the reasoning from first principles guy, the logical fallacy guy, the Reddit guy, good faith argue with everybody, you know, whatever. All that shit. Blanket.
Well, why not? Am I too edgy? What would the issue be?
Banning groypers, taking away blue checks, changing the algorithm of the site because 100 people ratioed you because there's fucking 50,000 posts. They're all organic, by the way. This is not some Russian bot farm. It's not some nefarious behind the scenes, let's mess with Elon, we're gonna fuck with him. That's not what it is. It's you tapped into a critical, moist critical. You tapped into a moist critical, and we're back to moist critical. Mainline concern for the American people. And you treated it in a way that was glib and dismissive. You just became a Republican 3 months ago, and you're talking about removing a big portion of regular people, root and stem. No. People fucking love you. They will forgive you. Nobody is trying to get you to become turbo base pilled, full Pat Buchanan immigration policy. People broadly understand that you are a San Francisco, tech, California, international immigrant. If you want to be a regular tech guy, that's fine. You can do that. You can be Larry Ellison. You can go play on the boat. Nobody's going to give a fuck. Realize what you're fighting for. If you're going to be the tech king, if you've courted the MAGA base, you wanted these people on your side. They're ready to be on your side, but you have to fight not for Ben Shapiro's idea of the country of America. the notion of America as this collection of ideas. That's not what it is. It's Americans. That's who you have to fight for. If you're in America, doing business in America, you want to be the man in America, you have to fight for the American people. You're not fighting for a paragraph. You're not fighting for a set of ideas, man. It's the American people who need your help. That's fundamentally why I think people are pissed off here. And it's an easy fix. Just don't call them retards. Elon, have you met Chris? He's on Asmongold. He's streaming all the time. You should just check him out. He's playing these games and stuff. He's amazing what the kid does with video games. I can't believe it. People didn't suddenly have a flare-up of India hate. I've been monitoring.
Speaking of video games, did you know that one Lolcow adjacent thing you can look into is I was watching a documentary about Keemstar and how he came to success in the first place. That was actually really interesting if you wanted to watch that.
Yeah, we definitely can watch that.
And also I've been like writing down so many fucking ideas. I'm so excited. And I was thinking of like maybe asking Ava to do some artwork because she's so good.
Oh yeah,
I would even like pay her
to that, and I think that's an amazing idea also. Like, and if Ava obviously doesn't, it's not that I'm sure she wouldn't want to do it, but if somehow she can't do it, I could try to do it because I do draw and paint and stuff too, but I'm not into it how she is, you know?
Yeah, and I used to do it more, but I did it more like when I was like on amphetamines, so I would like focus and like draw for hours and hours.
Yeah.
And you know, now like not being on any drugs, it's so hard to focus like on anything. Ava's too Hollywood for us. No, Ava just has a fucking life, you know. She's got her job, and she gets fucking harassed and bullied like crazy online.
Which I don't understand why. Like, what did Ava do that's so bad that people just be hating on her like that?
Nothing. It's all directed from a certain family, you know, who she had a bad interaction with, and it's. So I think it's healthy for her to like take breaks, you know, or whatever. But at the same time,
another streamer, but my friend Universal, you know, the one that is like a mod in my chat. He's from John's channel too, but he just did a review over Ben's mother's book that she made. And if you want to go watch it,
okay. I was gonna resist I need to.
They're talking about like Ben and Grace, but not really. Like they're only talking about the book. Like Universal's professional. He's a therapist and he's very smart. So
okay. I heard about this and I think I made a note like I was maybe gonna bring it up and like, but you brought it up. And it's the John Galt thing. That's how we met. So it's like there's that connection.
Yeah,
so it wasn't
while he was doing it too.
Dude. Okay, so I'm looking up John Galt.
No, look up just watch through his channel. I think his channel is like just watch it there. That's fine. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, it's just okay.
Because I don't know if the whole is that.
Is this us right now?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know what's going on. Anyway, yeah. These people have their own internal drama. They gotta figure it out.
They're pulling up our channel. Let's see what they're saying. They're pulling up our channel.
No, we're getting
in
like
their
now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm
override your ability.
Okay. That was guys. If you don't know, we met through that channel. I didn't know they were watching us right now.
That is the fucking coincidence. That's crazy.
Dude, that is so funny. That is so funny. But we love it. I'm happy for anyone. I love that people are watching from all over. And I love the John Galt channel. That's how we met. So
I still love the John Galt. I don't get on anyone's channel anymore besides yours. Obviously, we're starting our own little thing. So
yeah.
I wanted to branch out and do my own.
Yeah, it's like why not, give it a shot at it. It's like really, I don't know. It's a fun time to be like a streamer and just have so much creativity you can just do from your phone or laptop. And I've been enjoying it and consistently, having fun with it for this last.
Oh, there goes Universal in the chat. He said that's his channel by Brandon Jones.
Wait, which one is? Oh, by Brandon Jones. All right. Well, everyone, shout out to them.
Shout out to Universal, guys. Go follow him. Sub to him. He doesn't stream a lot. But very smart and he makes great, interesting streams.
So he bought the book?
I mean, he had like
I heard
pictures.
someone bought the book. I heard
He
someone
might have bought the book.
ordered
I
it.
don't know. I didn't ask him that.
Oh my gosh. This is so mind-blowing. All right, let me share the screen.
He said, "Yeah, I bought the book, Universal."
Dude! I'm so fucking curious. Dude, I'm so fucking curious. Okay, we're going into this.
So ultimately, what ends up happening is you struggle to get done the things you need to do or things you want to do because anxiety holds you back. So a lot of people will have moments in their life where that may happen, but people who struggle with like generalized anxiety disorder or another version of anxiety disorder, it's a consistent thing, almost daily, sometimes multiple times a week, where that shows up. So if you're somebody who struggles with anxiety, but you've never been clinically diagnosed, and you notice that it's hard for you to do the things you need to do, things you need to do, grooming, taking a bath, brushing your teeth, eating, you need to eat, sometimes going to places and locations. I know in this world where we have everything convenient with apps and things that we can kind of move around and get around pretty easily. But if you are someone who just can't do your basic day-to-day because of anxiety, or you notice that it's hard to do those things, you might want to talk to a professional, get an actual clinical diagnosis. And honestly, one of the best things to do when you have anxiety that's at a mental health level or clinical level is get on medication. It does help. It definitely does help.
Is this do you know, does he just go like right into reading it, or is it going to jump around? I mean, I'm interested in the anxiety topic because I was like paralyzed by anxiety.
He does read it.
But if you have panic attacks, if you find yourself getting very nervous or worried, let's say you go into like a gas station or a bank or the grocery store, or maybe you're on an elevator and you start sweating or shaking or something like that, chances are you have an actual clinical mental health issue around anxiety. So that's the opening sentence. These sensations were not due to my imagination alone. We all come to know quite early that life does not only provide wonderful opportunities, disasters may also strike at any moment. I have never been able to take for granted that I would survive the next day or even the next hour. I knew the awful truth that the terrible incident, even death, could be waiting for anyone in the next corner, around the next corner. I had also been very afraid of causing or being blamed for other person's feelings of anger or sorrow. Somehow, I must have learned the art of compartmentalization, which made it possible for me to still experience some of the tiny moments of happiness here and there. Now that's interesting as well, right? So she's realizing at a very early age that she's had to learn how to compartmentalize things in order for.
Spicoli, if I let you up, can you act normal? Can you act normal?
He was on my channel the other night. He was cool. He
has his lucid moments, but you just gotta check in.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes he just comes in straight with the, kind of a JJ, What's up, baby?
Hey Ruby. Hey love. Nice to see you, lady.
Spicoli.
Hey Ruby, I was gonna ask you. I know what Lo is doing on Thanksgiving. No, Thanksgiving, New Year's, because I was on her stream.
Are you tripping, man?
What? I'm tripping. No, actually, I took 4 grams of shrooms 2 days ago, I think it was. Okay, so what happened with you in Brooklyn? I don't know if I ever told you this. My mom and dad were both born in Brooklyn, from like Brighton Beach, Coney Island area.
Oh, nice. I have a lot of friends who live around in Brooklyn.
But what happened was, they were born in the 30s, right? And then right around early 50s, they moved to LA because my mom's sister had moved to LA with her husband because they were in the clothing business. So they moved out west, and my mom came out here when she used to come out here to visit her aunt and uncle. And yeah, it was cool. Like, let me ask you this. Like in LA, there's a famous, you've heard of Melrose Avenue. Have you ever been to LA, Ruby, Melrose Avenue where all the stores are? But you've heard of Melrose? Melrose is like, okay, you've heard of Melrose. And like Fairfax High and stuff. My uncle and my grandmother used to live right in that area over there because it's kind of like a little like Jewish community in that area, sort of it was. There's a famous Jewish jelly called Cantor's. Very famous.
Rudy, did you
on-
want to
Heard
talk
it,
about
you
the?
heard-
Do you want to watch the thing we're watching?
Yeah, I do. But I want to ask you what happened on New Year's. Forget about me. What happened in Brooklyn
Oh.
with you?
Oh, I didn't go to Brooklyn. One of my friends from Brooklyn came to New Haven and they rented out like an entire pizza shop for like an after hours like open bar New Year's
What? That's
party.
so dope.
Dude, it was awesome. I posted one of the clips from it on the LOL
I
Angels.
seen, I didn't know where it was.
Oh.
It looked like, you know, just like an event or something, an event hall.
No, they
Can we
totally
play the
like
clip?
figured out the space and set it up. My friend does like the lights and like background images for this group that like did like a DJ performance. It was super fun. But I did
Okay.
my stomach got like queasy and I did end up puking on the way home. Yes, that is true.
Were most people drinking? Were they smoking weed? Were they doing shrooms?
Yeah, just drinking and
acid?
weed. I didn't see it. It wasn't a hard drugs kind of. It's like my more mature friends who have like jobs but are still kind of like creative and like go out on Friday and Saturdays like people.
So just weed and weed and booze. Now, but in your stream, I remember you said it was like a warehouse party. So I was imagining some kind of rave or something where you'd
It
have a
was supposed to
DJ
be in
there.
a warehouse, but they had to change the venue last minute. I don't know why.
Was
And
anybody on
Happy New Year,
shrooms?
Nick, you know, Happy New Year. It's the
Ruby,
new
was anybody on
year.
Ruby, excuse
The
me.
new year.
Hi, Nikki. Hi, Nikki. Ruby, was
Happy-
anybody on shrooms or ecstasy?
Probably. I mean, people were. It was like, yeah, it looked like a party from like Euphoria or something, but with older people.
Oh, Ruby, I wanted to ask you a question. There's like a substance. It's kind of, it's not legal here, but like Mexico, people use it. In fact, I know like a girl who was a heroin addict, and she went to Mexico. She didn't have to go to Mexico to use it because Mexico's 100 miles away. Desert Hot Springs is a city about 10 miles from here where my dispensary is, and there was some Mexican lady there that had this substance. I'm going to ask you if you've heard of it. And then it's legal in Canada. They're experimenting with it. It's funny because
you
I'm.
give so much
Day to
like.
day.
Dude,
It's
give
called
so
ibogaine.
much like you like talk so much about the question. You're like, I have a question for you, and you give like.
Have you heard of
20 million
ibogaine?
details. Yes,
Do you
I'm
know what
familiar with
ibogaine is?
Yes, and
Okay.
it has very promising research, you know, and I have, you know, if I have some issue getting off methadone, perhaps I'm open to that kind of stuff, but I've done enough psychedelics, and I think you've done enough psychedelics too, so let's watch this.
Now, most people compartmentalize things in order to have different understandings or hold multiple different levels of information at one time. Sometimes you may compartmentalize to compare multiple things together. Like one of the things I try to do when I compartmentalize is I'll take a concept that may not be truly related to something, but see, does this connect or relate to this thing? So like, let's use leadership for an example. You know, I may learn something about farming or learn something about like cars or something, anything. And I say, okay, how does that pertain to my life? Or how does that pertain to me being a leader, running an organization, leading a team, a group of people to do something? That's one way to compartmentalize things, is like taking two different sets of information and kind of comparing them, or taking two different sets of information and kind of holding them in their spaces. Compartmentalizing is also hard for some people. Some people can't do it. Like they can only be mono-focused. And for a lot of folks who have high levels of anxiety, that's what they need to do. They don't need to be compartmentalizing anything. They need to be focused, because then they end up having ADHD issues and other stuff like that. They can't zone in on certain things. So it's interesting that she's realized, as she reflects back in her life, that compartmentalizing has helped her to like manage her anxiety, which is pretty good technique and pretty good awareness on her own part. All right, continuing on. It has always been difficult for me to trust what I cannot understand. Obviously, no one understands anything fully. Still, I was always very eager to understand, especially ideas having to do with human nature and God's nature. As a young daughter of a preacher, I learned that the physical world around us was already doomed, and therefore not worthy of any attention. I discovered early that very efficient, quote unquote, efficient human beings still appear to rely heavily on their limited knowledge of the physical world around them. They also seem to apply this limited understanding to the ways that they saw themselves. Hold on a second. Others, and life in general. This kind of worldview seemed to keep so many quite relaxed, even bored. Such bored persons even attempted to create artificial excitement or anxiety for themselves by using drugs or participating in other dangerous activities. What were they thinking? Over time, I've become somewhat accustomed to living with my uncontrollable continuous storm of anxiety within me. Although my aching muscles keep telling me a different story. Only on rare occasions, usually with some help, I am able to still a single deep breath or let go of the constant tension in my muscles for a few seconds at a time. So here, she's describing just her battle with anxiety. Like, it's having a physiological impact on her body, which many people with high levels of anxiety, this happens. That's why panic attacks are.
Sorry, I left you guys.
I left for a second. I left for a second too, Ruby. I went to go get some Oreo cake stirs and some water. I'm hungry.
All right, what is up, Rich? How's it
Hey, I was just about ready to go run back and do a long hit. Man, but check it out. I just want to say hi, Ruby. I'm loving the stream, man. I'm really loving what you're doing here. It's fucking great, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Check out what someone gave me. They found it in a. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
One of my followers, they found it in a what do you call it? A thrift store. A thrift store, right?
Way.
No way. In Alaska. In Alaska.
That's so funny.
It's Americans, right? All right. So I just had to come on. I just wanted to show off the shirt. That's all. I wish you a happy New Year.
All right. How's Joy? How's Joy doing?
Hey, Coley, what's up, man?
Hey. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Can you bring Joy on to say hi?
Yeah, are you gonna behave this time? Hi, Nikki Neal.
I'm always behaving myself.
Okay.
I want to introduce Lo. I want to introduce Lo to Joy. Lo, have you met Joy before?
No, I haven't. Hi.
You're gonna meet her.
Yeah, I'm Rich.
Yeah.
Joy is coming.
Rich. Okay.
Hi, Lola.
Yeah, they have another channel, Healthy
Hold on.
Family
I'll
Force.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me about them.
Oh yeah, you heard about us? Cool.
I forgot.
Cool.
Joy is in the relaxation therapy business. Relaxation therapy. That's what I call what you know what your wife does, Rich? I call it relaxation therapy.
His wife, they have their situation, and
yeah, man, it's
judgmental about it. I'm sure they've been getting a lot of that by associating.
If there's any job or any person who the rule that do not judge a book by its cover applies to, it's always going to be an SW. Do not ever judge a book. You have no idea. No one ever planned to be there. They're just there. And if they're doing it good and they got a smile on their face, it's like more like you got to understand the story behind it.
It's the oldest job in the world, Rich. It's the oldest job in the world. The oldest profession. It should be respected.
I don't know if that's entirely true. I kind of feel like building shelters were probably first, but that's okay. That's another thing. That's just my opinion.
So we're watching.
Joy.
Oh my God.
Joy. Okay, wait here. I gotta go grab her. I don't know what she's doing. Hold on.
Wait. Drag me up. Wait, they can't see my name. My name's
Dan.
Please take.
Have you met Joy, Dan? Dan, have you ever spoken to Joy? Joy is coming.
Spicoli, I'm a moderator on that channel, okay? Yes, I've talked to
Joy. Yeah, he's obsessed with it. He's literally, Ava was like, yo, stop hanging out with him. And like the next day, next day, you're like, you cannot, you were obsessed. You were like so obsessed with everyone Ava covered. So obsessed with.
Ruby, can we just hate fuck already, Ruby, and get it over with? And just get it over with?
Hi, Joy. Joy, can't be quiet. Hi, Joy. Happy New Year, Joy.
Happy New Year, everybody. Hello.
Yes,
Happy New Year.
And
Joy,
Dan,
I'm
letting people up. I'm having fresh slate, new year, but people have to be respectful of like certain boundaries, and not come up here with the intent of upsetting me and just.
I'm respectful. Cool. Ruby, ask your co-host. Me and her cooked. What was that last night for like 2-3 hours? Just cooking on a panel.
Really? All right. Well, let me talk to her, my friend. Okay, Joy, a couple of things. First of all, I came up with a perfect name for what you do. I call what you do. I call it, if if I haven't, I love this name, relaxation therapy. You are a relaxation therapist. That's what you are. That's number one. More importantly than that, I don't know, Lo, have you met Lo up here? She's going to be co-hosting a show with Ruby.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna be
Lo.
Low Angels with Ruby.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that'll be fun.
And
I love it. I love the name.
Like, tell me a little bit. He wanted me to meet you guys because he said you guys had like an interesting story and that you guys come up on panels sometimes and just talk to people. So I wanted to meet you guys too.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's so nice to meet you. Yeah, I've heard about you, and I know everybody else on here, so it's good to meet you now. So that's good. Yeah.
Boy, so you guys saw nothing when you went to the caves, Joy? No UFOs, no like strange lights.
No, we were hoping. We kept like.
Oh wait, what?
thinking,
You guys are the Jedi, like alien people. What is going on in New Jersey? Tell us. Are those
military.
UFOs?
That's the military.
Oh my! I don't even know. I don't know what's going on in New Jersey. I haven't even heard about this. Is this new? Is this something right now?
They're like SUV sized drones, Joy. Like, yeah, they're like big
yes,
shit.
dude. Oh my god, we have to look it up because
you guys have to show me. I haven't even heard of this.
I was hearing about it and I was like,
This is-
whatever, like some weird drone thing, but it's actually a little weird and like people are requesting information from the government to be released about what's going on with these drones because the government's saying, oh, ignore them, but also we don't know what they are and it's not.
That's kind of what I felt like we filmed because you guys know we filmed something and like I felt like it was like some sort of like governmental drone thing or something and like where they didn't want people to know about it or something. It's like weird because the thing is,
07?
like right when we filmed that. That was right in 2017 is when they said, or 2018 when they were like the government released that there are UFOs. Did you guys hear about that? Like they said that like that there are.
Yeah, they had a Pentagon. They had a Pentagon. Talking
yeah,
about
but it was right after we filmed that. That's why we were tripping.
Hey Joy, I've got a question
like
for
something
you.
out of like a dystopian movie. It looks like a newscast out of a dystopian movie. Like the coverage of this, it's like kind of.
Joy, excuse me. Can I ask Joy a question? Joy,
no,
remember last time?
Hippie guy, you've asked enough fucking questions for a little bit.
I want to ask you a question. You're her co-host. Okay, Joy.
Unidentified drones flying over New Jersey, some as large as a small car.
Is that okay with you?
Say, well, there's too many things going on at once. I was just the drones. But
yeah, wait, who was just for like 1 minute just talking over? Like, what did you just say?
Joy, can I ask you a question?
Oh my god! Just ask the question. Enough with the prepping and like throat clear, the dancing around it, telling your whole fucking life story, and then to ask some weird ass fucking question. Just ask the question.
Okay, Joy. Remember last time I was on here, we spoke about.
Nobody fucking cares. Shut up, cunt.
Please, Dan, have some respect. Dan, are you fucking drunk? Joy, remember last time we said we were thinking about meeting with the Thorpes, you, me, and Ben, and you were going to meet Ben. I was going to interview you before. And please, Dan, I was going to interview you before.
It's not me talking, Spicoli. That was not me talking. What are you doing? Right. Please, Dan. What the fuck?
Oh my god, that's stupid stuff.
Hello, welcome back, Stick.
Hello.
Unsure if he's an op, but we are going to always welcome people with, and assume.
This is
intent. Same with little Dan, but his name was "I miss you, Ruby, please." So I hook, line, you got me.
It worked.
No, hey Ruby, I appreciate
you
letting Stick up on panel. If you really want to know the answer to that question, ask this gentleman to my right. Is Stick an op? Or is Stick a troll?
Stick is an agent of chaos. He's just a troll. He's out there giving the dick to fucking Ruby, Grace, anybody who wants it. The dick in a metaphorical sense. That means like, right? A backhand.
So Dan, I gotta ask you, buddy. Now that we got some fucking floor for a second.
Come on, let's go.
Did you switch sides, sir? Did you switch
sides?
I
didn't switch sides. No, I'm actually blocked on all my main channels from Ruby. Surprised I was even let up here in the first place.
Ruby is. I've blocked so many of your alts because you would just come in here to fuck. I'll be like having like a psychotic breakdown, and you're like, fuck you, like and just like poking the bear, and then I freak out, and you're like, oh my god, you're freaking out. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, racist. Yeah. That's my impersonation.
I seem to remember a time when I first met this young man. He had the keys to Grace Thorpe's channel when I started going up in there and trolling shit.
Yes. And we cooked. And I yelled at you. We had King on there. Shout out King, my co-host. Ruby, now you were lying on me when you tried to say I'm the one spreading information about that Lolcow.
You said, dude, you said it. You were like, oh, the screenshots. And you were the only person who responded in that it was you. Admit it.
So Ruby, I wasn't in your Discord.
It.
I wasn't in your Discord.
He looks guilty, Ruby. He looks so guilty.
I wasn't in your Discord, and I wasn't in Lolcow Live. So tell me, how could I get the screenshots other than someone
It was in a different Discord. It was in the Lolcow Kings Discord or something.
I've never joined that Discord either. I never joined that Discord.
You're like a little guilty, man.
Why?
Why? What did you tell me
about the screenshots?
What did you tell me on my channel the other day? That you said, oh, that's what you're talking about? That Ruby lied about that?
No, this is different. Ruby did a motherfucking fuck you, EAE. Ruby did a goddamn Lolcow Princesses channel and was like, trying to say that wasn't her, this, that, and the third. And then someone sends me screenshots of Ruby saying, I need to delete the evidence or something. This, that.
First off, you need to tell me right now who is sending. Is it Z-Star?
No, it's not Z-Star. It's literally
none of you are honest. So how am I supposed to know?
Ruby, something did come across my board as well. Now, you say you want to get away from the Thorpes, this, that, and the third. Why do we have 1 comment, 2 comment, 3 comment, 4 comments, 4 comments, 3 separate channels? What are you doing trying to get away from shit? And you're out there.
That's not on any Thorpe channel, you bitch. That's a Naptown noise support.
That's Naptown. That's Thorpes.
It was a video of me, bitch. I was the star, obviously, with my amazing audition that I totally slayed, as we saw. I don't know if you saw, they did a little documentary, this edit of like all the Lolcow like queen drama.
No.
It's on this channel Naptown. It's quite hilarious. Wait, what was I supposed to look up? I feel like I was supposed to.
You were looking at the drones, I think, but
yeah. We got totally sidetracked.
We should watch 6 videos.
So listen. So Ruby, I'll tell you exactly what the drones are.
Okay.
But before we get to that, can we, if you don't mind, I know it's your deal here, but you were talking about Sam Hyde, and I just dropped something in the private chat, and I had a question for you and your other female cohort there.
Sure.
So,
and for Joy, don't feel left out. There's a question.
And Joy, I'm sorry.
I got plenty of questions. I'm not worried.
Okay, so it's a video
of him commenting on
female cops. All right, I'm ready to be shocked. I'm ready to be awed. Let's go.
Of a female cop? Hope you wore your bulletproof vest. Hope you got your vest on, man. I'm praying for you, unironically. You ever catch the eye of a female cop? Man, I hope you wore your vest. And I am praying for you, because that gun on her waist at some point is going to accidentally go off. Okay? She's going to draw it out thinking it's a taser. She's going to have her finger on the trigger before she's ready to.
I mean, that did happen once, but I think there's certain things that, female cops can lack, but the male cops are just as out of shape and just as stupid and retarded and unhealthy as the female cops right now, and at this point we need anyone. Yeah.
With all due respect, ma'am, let's finish the video and then let's talk about it.
Wow.
Amen.
All right, you tell me. Okay, sorry, I wanted to interject before my brilliant assessment flew out of my head.
To fire. She's going to do this because you didn't put your hands up fast enough or whatever. Something you did made her feel threatened. You're taller than her. She feels threatened for her life. She's a female. The only recourse she has physically is to shoot you. And I just hope that if you ever get pulled over by a woman, you're wearing a fucking bulletproof vest and a Kevlar helmet.
Or don't attack the officer so that they don't attack you.
So my question.
I mean, there's valid concerns there that you can have about the facts. I mean, all of our police should meet a certain standard physically, mentally, and they should be able to physically have some stature. And there's large women, there's small men. but you can get the right people for the job. It's just the right person for the job issue. And yeah, there's going to be more men in the industry naturally. I don't think we need to force 50-50 in all industries. Doesn't make sense. That's why
I just wanted to ask you, because before, you two ladies were the only ones up when I started watching the stream. So I wanted to ask you two ladies.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Stevie?
What's good, Stevie?
No, go ahead, dude. Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Sorry. I wanted to, because you were talking about female perspective on other things. You were talking about Sam Hyde and his comments that you were talking about earlier, and then I wanted to show you this clip. What are your two lady? The third lady that used to be a dude, now is lady. Apparently, there's. So what are your thoughts on that? Like when you get pulled over and stuff, what are your thoughts on what Sam Hyde just said about if it's somebody like me or Dan, 6'2", built like a brick shithouse? Is this
a real fear that people have?
Intimidated?
That you're gonna get shot by a female cop? Is that like a real? I didn't even know that was a thing.
And I've only ever been pulled over once, and it was by a man cop. So,
well, it's a progression of events, right? And just like Sam Hyde just explained,
and women are better at de-escalating and emotionally navigating complex situations like that. Men are more likely.
They aren't. The
men are the ones who actually
shoot her gun, shot him, and then cried and was like, "Oh my god,
yes,
I'm sorry."
And we have 380 million Americans and like 20 million police officers. You are going to find clips of a female cop being an idiot. You're going to find a clip.
These
things happen, and it's very moronic to make broad assessments based on one anecdote.
Ruby, do you know how a man is better at de-escalating? It is the intimidation of violence.
Dan, tell me how good you are. Just the person who blocked more than anyone.
All right.
Blocked more than
you can see how a woman is very good at de-escalating like that, people. Right? Everyone take a look at this situation here and ask who is a good de-escalator and who is a fucking aggressor.
I have input on this one. Can I input?
Go ahead, Joy.
Okay. So I don't think the guy is right that just like that it's a woman that means that she's going to be, so quick to draw her gun and that she's going to be a worse cop. That's pretty much what he's implying. But I do see the point that he has, because that does happen, because I have an autistic stepbrother and he used to charge at cops because he just gets angry and just charges, and the female cops would always tase him. That is true.
Like, and I'll say this too: like mental illness is no joke.
Hold on. We talking about like guns versus tasers, or
no? I'm just saying is like in this scenario with my brother, she got scared, and the males never tased him, but the female cops did always tase him because he came at them and it scared them, and instead of like doing anything else, which always frustrated us because he would come home tased, and that's why he has to go to the hospital when he gets tased and stuff. And it wasn't.
Yeah, that's a horror. You could die. You can get a heart attack from it.
Yeah, and it was really tragic that they would get scared. Yeah, and the males never tased him, but he got tased by several female cops. That is true.
So like my biggest
shortcomings that women have that men don't, and there's going to be shortcomings that men have that women don't. And I do think it should be okay to talk about it without making broad assessments about like all female cops suck. That's and I think. And
I was in the military, and I will be honest. I was horrible at shooting a gun. I passed, but I was not any sort of marksman.
I'm not allowed to own a gun, so that's a fun fact about me.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that's true. I forget that happened.
So mental illness is no fucking joke, 100%. And her point kind of touches on my point. Like her brother's autistic. Doesn't matter if you're autistic or whatever, but she's, that was her situation. Imagine having interaction with a single female officer, and I do respect female officers and females doing the jobs and stuff, but I don't think you can tell me that there's a situation, autistic or not, where a male combatant who's upset and showing signs of aggression, the female officer is going to be way more likely to start calling in reinforcements and reaching for that belt.
Yeah,
I do agree with that.
I do agree because I saw it.
Stevie, do you mind if I pull you down for a sec? I want to hear Ghosty's take on this.
Real quick then, though, there's a de-escalation factor of being a man. Now, Stick does just look physically bigger than me. If I was an aggressor and a dude like Stick came out of nowhere, I would be like, oh, listen, maybe I should, be on my best behavior. Or like King, for example, right? A clearly bigger physical person will be able to overpower you, and that makes you act a different way. That's a fact.
Well, first of all, young man, King's trapezoids are twice as big as mine.
That's
so
what
it's
I'm
not even a
saying.
comparison.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But, you know,
not the
I'm
traps,
the
not
guy.
the traps.
But no, you've got a point. But
yeah.
So listen, I mean, you can compare people's body sizes. There's always going to be somebody around the corner that's bigger and tougher. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying in that one situation where it's, you know, a male driver gets pulled over by a female cop on her own, no partner. My only thing is, all due respect to both genders doing the job,
Your
the
cigarette
female
belt.
officer is going to be more likely to get intimidated by somebody like you with your gym and all your muscles and shit, and possibly pull out the taser or gun.
I just think this is stupid because I feel like all cops always have this like big ego thing. Sorry, I look like shit, by the way. I just woke up from a nap.
Oh my god, you look beautiful. I love the tree. The festivity
Yeah,
is very
thank you.
cozy.
Thank
No, thank you for coming up.
That's an extremely bright room.
I like it.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
it's the camera.
very pro.
Oh, my boyfriend's gaming, so he has to have like all the lights on. But anyways,
Did you
I
just
think
you
it's
just say your boyfriend's gay?
gaming.
He's gaming.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, it would be weird if your boyfriend was gay, I guess.
Yeah.
How would that work?
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a stereotype of cops where they all have like these big egos and they'll try to like one up you if you step out of line and everything. But my point was real quick, and then I'll go back down. But I feel like this is stupid because if someone said to Sam Hyde something very similar, where it's like, if you're a black man in America and you get pulled over by a male cop, I pray to God that you have Kevlar on and you're fully suited up, blah, blah, blah. I bet Sam Hyde would make a big fucking fuss if we said that, which is basically equivalent to what he's saying here, but just like reverse. So it's
Well,
just
I understand what you're saying, but he was trying to make a point with over exaggerations to make that initial point.
I think it's funny everyone is taking Sam Hyde seriously. I mean, do we not know about the Ghost of Kiev and the TED Talk and like his entire history? What are we doing?
He's a prankster. Well, that's exactly the point. Is like
He
trying to
rage
decipher
baits,
what.
he rage baits, and all of you guys bit.
Dude,
Fish on.
Okay, but I'm
Ooh.
telling you, I was talking to my friend who's been friends with him for years, and he says that Sam Hyde is actually like a stand-up guy, and he does say things for outrage, but I'm curious of what his true beliefs are. Does anyone
It's
know?
comedic expression. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I mean, I've never
But part
known
of
him
comedy
to do anything.
is communicating a truth.
Isn't
and
he
like
a Nazi though?
I'll tell you this.
he's a
I'll tell you this.
Nazi.
But anybody that's reached
But
the
he's
levels
weirdly,
of
I don't know.
sorry, Ruby. Sorry about that. Anybody that reaches the levels of a say Keemstar or a Sam Hyde or all these big YouTubers, it's because they're not dumb. There's millions and millions of YouTubers that get fame that ruin it because they're dumb as fuck. The people that you see survive, like Keem or Sam Hyde, even though they're saying inflammatory things and whatever, there are points behind what they're saying, and probably most of it is comedy, but they're not dumb.
Well, and the thing that can I say something? I think it sounded a little bit kind of like racist towards women, but I do agree with Ruby that I do think there are some jobs that, like, not that not a woman could do it and no man could do it, but that some jobs are better for men and some jobs are better for women. And like, I think police jobs is better when it's men, just because, for one thing, it's a lot of like, it could be having to lift things even sometimes too, and women are often like kind of like weak in that way. Like sometimes they literally have to like, I don't know, like cops just have to be very strong, I feel like, and women, we can be strong, but physically men are stronger. Like women can be strong, but if you do sports, men's sports are always like harder than women's sports because physically they are stronger than us.
Right.
Okay, so I
I
got
feel
two-
like
I
a
got two- I
standard
got two
that everyone
questions.
has to,
I got two questions for you. And by the way, you have an excellent plaid shirt. You'd fit in Canada amazingly. But I've got two
It's
questions.
not even my favorite pajamas. Everyone sees them. I wear them all the time.
Literally, there's like no contrast.
Question number one. Did you just say that women are a race?
That was never misspeaking.
I'm
Like,
saying it's racist towards, because like, okay, people will say it's so, like, this is my view, is that there is racist towards like colors and people's other things in life, but there is like this inherent racism towards women that we don't really talk about
It's
much.
called
That
sexism.
yeah, it's sexism, but it is, but it's still, but it's like, but it goes deeper than just like sexist, because it's like if you talk to men, they will put like a male. Like, okay, let's put a white guy who's racist towards black men, okay? He will put a black male above a woman often, still in that scenario. You get what I'm saying? So they are still like even they still will choose like a man even if they're racist over a woman. Does that make sense? So
That's
women,
right.
It makes sense.
it's sexist, but I'm saying it. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's sexist, but I'm saying like it also is like it's about like. Where I say it becomes racist is because there are some physical things that the sexes are different, but I think some people take it too far and they just say things like Sam is taking it too far, in my opinion. Like I do agree a little bit with what he's saying, but he's taking it too far. And yeah, I guess you guys call it just sexist.
He's saying it for he's a troll, so he's saying it definitely for comedic purpose. Right. But that we can still analyze it from different angles of like, what's the punchline? Like, what are we really saying here? Why is it funny? Why is it not funny? What are we?
For the most part, I understand exactly what you're saying, even with or without your beautiful fucking Canadian shirt. But equating women to a race immediately invalidates everything else you just said.
I'm just saying. Okay, what I'm trying to say is women are usually lowest on the totem pole. So I'm not saying that we are that way. I'm just saying men who talk like that are viewing women differently than men. Does that make sense? Like
that does make sense. So
thanks for coming up,
second question, and then I'll shut up for a bit. I understand what you're saying, and I think we came to the same chapter that women are not a race.
It's sexist.
Can you explain to me what is a woman?
Well, to me, a woman is exactly the same as a man, except for that a woman was made. Okay, I don't know if you guys are religious or whatever. I believe in that. I was taught from the Bible that a woman came from a man. But I don't know if that's how it really was. But the way that I view that women is that we are much more powerful in other ways. So like women and men are similar and different in the same way. Like we are the same race in a sense, but we're kind of not, because we're so different. And that's why people don't realize that men and women are not alike. We are very different. And whether you want to be more tomboy or feminine, you know what I mean? We're still very different, even though we are the same race. But that's why I kind of like if people, it's not that like we're different in a negative way. We're different in different ways. Does that make sense? Like women and men need each other. Like men are physically stronger usually than women, unless women are big at bulking up, and someone can do that.
Okay, hold on. So I understand.
The basic definition is an adult human female is the answer.
Oh, yeah. See, Ruby got it. Ruby just ruined my entire joke. Thanks a lot. Fuck's sakes.
But I just feel like
they underestimate the always.
I think people want to be the same as far as men and women when we really are not. Like the more I get older, I realize men are very different than women. Like everything they think is different than women. We're very different in the way we think. And we think that we think the same because we are all humans, right?
So listen, different physical attributes don't equate to physical equality. I think that women are perfectly equal in a bunch of different other ways. But I was asking you, what is your definition of a woman? What is a woman?
Are you asking all of us?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, shoot.
Who, me?
Well, I don't even know what the answer is to that. You know what I mean? Because women are so complex for so many things. I don't, you know what I mean?
So if we were on the street and I said, hey, I'm one of those stupid YouTubers. I got $1,000. I'm going to give you $1,000 to answer this question. What is a woman?
A woman is you have X and Y chromosome. A man has whatever X and X. Whatever.
A woman is XX and then the man is XY.
Period.
Women create ova.
There's many.
I'd be like, I'm a woman. Give me that money, bitch.
I got my answer. A woman is a creator of life.
Well, it's a two.
Well, I would argue that men create life with their fucking jizz.
But listen, but the woman actually, the baby grows inside of her. Without a woman, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get you got to send in the jizz, but other than that, the baby grows inside of a woman. Do you get what I'm saying? Without women. That's why women are like, men want to like say women are weaker, but we're not, because women actually give birth to children, which is one of the craziest things ever.
Well, women sometimes have a higher pain tolerance in some
Yeah.
situations. It's been measured.
Always.
But, it depends on,
Ruby, it's not sometimes. It's always. It's been clinically proven that women have a higher pain tolerance than men.
Is that for specifically?
I got super into the trans debate, so I've like already gone way down that route of like having to define sex over and over for people.
Are we talking about trannies now?
Stick. Is the higher pain
That's how I
tolerance
got into the
specifically for birthing? Is that what it is?
I think, can I answer that?
Go ahead, Joy.
I think it's for if you have
Getting
children.
fucked up.
I don't know if you guys know this. Not only giving birth, but when a woman has a child, she can go into like freakish superwoman strength if she needs to for her children when in a time of like an emergency.
Men can do that. Men can
but
do
women
that.
more so. I don't know if you guys know that. When a woman is saving her child, like they say that she can.
I forgot what his name was, but it was like the world's strongest man. He hired a therapist to almost hypnotize him to get into a zone that he needed to lift a car off his kids or something like that, and that's how he did the world record weight lift. It was some story like that.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Men can do that as well.
Yeah, Dan, that actually happened, buddy. There was a story. It was in the late 90s, and there was some woman had driven her vehicle to the grocery store to get groceries, and a pop bottle slipped underneath the brake pedal. Long story short, a kid got run over by this chick, and a guy, just a regular dude, walks up to the car, and he fucking picked up half of the car to get that kid out.
Well, I can believe it, but I just think there's
adrenaline.
Yeah. That's
I've heard of women doing that too under adrenaline. I've heard that same like story like multiple times, but
well, listen, I saw it on Unsolved Mysteries, and I'm in that age bracket, so everyone.
I am too.
Off. Unsolved Mysteries fucking rules.
I am.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Ethel Miller was last seen on the
Jeremy, I'll step down if you want to cook, Jeremy. I'll step down if you want to cook, Jeremy. Let's come see what you got.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, Radio Foreman has some big fucking opinions about how this is cringe. Yeah, I'm sorry talking about like current events and topics and things going on. How crazy is that? We are so wacky. How wacky? Come on, show us how not cringe you are, Radio Foreman.
Jeremy loves
the floor
the attention.
Is yours.
You are giving him what he wants, right? I mean, you are giving him what he wants.
No, see, Ruby,
I do it for you too. I'm cracking all over the place.
I gotta warn you though, a bunch of those comments when they say cringe and this and that, it's mostly directed towards me. I was around for quite a while. We ran with the whole cringe thing. So if there's a bunch of this is cringe, that's because of me.
Stick did make the word cringe. I gotta solidify that. He came up with the word. He did.
I didn't come up with it, but we ran with it.
All right. Well, let's check out these drones and see what is going on now that we have a Jedi Joy here. So I want to get her take on this. So let me play this video.
I'm pretty sure those
a large
drones
drone
were
seen here, also described as the size of a small vehicle, flying over a California event where Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was in attendance.
I'll give you the answer once we're done watching.
Rockaway, New Jersey.
The New Jersey drones, initially spotted in the northern part of the state, now being reported further south. Sightings also now being reported in New York City. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella calling on the FAA and FBI to expand their investigation.
People have seen a number of 15-foot or so wingspan drones hovering around. In this day and age, I just don't think that that's something you take lightly. If it is, nothing to be concerned about. Someone should come forward and say that.
Residents alarmed by the number of sightings.
One would go over, and then the next one would come, and then the next one, and the next one. So it wasn't like there would be 20 coming at one time.
Jonathan Lace, a pilot himself, shot this shocking video overnight of multiple car-sized drones near the Essex County, New Jersey airport. So concerned by what he saw, he contacted the FAA.
What's been probably the most alarming thing to you? As a pilot, I can tell you that when you're about to land, the last thing you want to see is something hovering in front of you.
What is that?
With many questions and few answers, residents and officials alike on high alert as the mystery in the sky deepens. George Solis, NBC News, New York.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
Oh, and by the way, MDX, Unsolved Mysteries basically traumatized an entire generation of
Oh,
kids.
me too, dude. That's how I got into conspiracy theories, man. Because they would start out with a real story, and they would just get progressively weirder. Because they would go into paranormal, then they'd get into like alien abductions and shit.
I'm not going to
God.
speak too much on how I know this, but do you want to know the answer to the drone thing, or do you want me to shut up and let you guys talk about it?
No, I don't have any opinions on it, so I'm curious what you guys think.
I have the answer. I don't have an opinion. I've got the answer.
Oh, what is it?
I want the answer.
Underground network of voyeurs.
All right, so listen. When I first heard about this drone thing, somebody, one of my mods who lives in New Jersey, was like, "Hey, have you seen these pictures?" And she's taking pictures outside her house and showing me the shit. So I started looking into it. Long story short, there's been a bunch of articles. Everyone can fucking fact check Stick if you want. These drones, they're in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Something dangerous is unaccounted for. And these drones, whether the government's going to admit it's them or not, which they won't, something dangerous is unaccounted for, and those drones are trying to find it.
That's a good theory.
That's
Why do you think that? Where did you come up with that? That's pretty good, but where did you come up with that?
I'm something dangerous, unaccounted for. Stick. Ain't no drones looking for me.
Stevie, what do you think? Stevie thought you had the answer too.
We're talking about advanced government drones that are looking for certain radiation levels in certain neighborhoods. Okay?
Oh, something probably got spilled. It's Jersey after all.
Wow.
Something didn't get spilled. Something got misplaced.
Well, I have an input on that. Actually, I have an input on that because that's interesting that you say that because, you know, when we filmed what we don't know, it was probably drones. So, now that I think about what we filmed, was right after the Mandalay Bay shooting. And it was really weird because right after we filmed that, so we lived right where that happened. Like we could see Mandalay Bay and Delano from where we lived. And every day Richard would film it. And we were right by we were kind of like right behind them. So there was this water facility that no one had ever gone to. Like it was like, and, you know, it's a government thing, but it was like, we've never seen anyone. The day after we filmed that, like there was all of these people in like scuba gear going down in here and doing all this weird stuff and all these trucks and like these government trucks. And it was like really weird, like all this weird trippy stuff. And I think it's same like he's saying, like, these must come in when something they don't want people to know about. Because the Mandalay Bay shooting was a big thing where like people don't think that they told the truth on that there was way more to it than it wasn't just that one guy. You know, it wasn't just the Stephen Paddock guy. So it would make sense, like he's saying, if that was for that cover up, that's what we filmed. And then this is for another cover up on some level.
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, and I'm going to shut up after this. The Mandalay Bay shooting was very real because my friend's best friend's girlfriend was shot in the head and killed. Her name was Shannon. She was from British Columbia. She was at that concert, and now she's dead.
No, we were so upset about that because they tried to just kind of slough it under, and like 58 people died and 700 people got injured. It was pretty serious.
My best friend's
today.
friend's girlfriend is now dead because of that shooting.
I know, it was just a country music concert. It was just the worst thing too.
Those videos shocked me. I just played a show that night and it went really well. And I got home and it was like 4 a.m. like where I was. And then I got this disturbing video of the concert, and then they stopped playing the music and he runs off the stage. And just watching that, like I've like gone back to that and like gotten chills. It's like so
I get a chill thinking about it.
I didn't believe it either. Like there was a bunch of conspiracy shit.
I never doubted it. Like there's so much.
Oh yeah, I knew it existed. I just didn't know all the details of it.
Yeah.
Until I saw the list of names of people that had been killed, and then my friend messaged me like a week later and said, "Hey, did you know that Keaton's girlfriend got killed in that?" And I looked it up. Yeah, she's dead.
Oh my god. Yeah. Our neighbors had brought their kids over there.
Distinction. I need more alcohol, yo. I'm about to go get a drink again. I don't know. Low.
Hey, Dan, when do you go in the Air Force? Sorry, when did
I'm in MEPS right now, which is the like little entrance processing shit. And so I don't know. Probably like 4 months is what I've been told from the recruiter. Now, Low, as a co-host, you've been quiet. I'm gonna need you to nut up, give your opinion, get some hot takes in there. If I have to be the one to say it, I'll say it.
Co-hosting right now.
I feel like these conversations. You were on my channel the other day, and you know, like what I think about just I mean, they were talking about space for a minute, guys. I don't believe in space, so I can't put my opinions on it.
Now, wait. Now, when you say you don't believe in space, elaborate a little bit. Space is false. We live in a glass dome. Space.
Yes, I believe in the Bible. I believe in the firmament, so I don't believe in space.
Well, wait, Lo, because
a lot of people don't know about this. I didn't even know about.
I've never read the Bible, so can you enlighten?
It's a very interesting take. You know?
Can you enlighten me? On what does the Bible say about space? Is why you don't believe in it. I truly don't know.
Well, the Bible doesn't say anything about space. The Bible says that God built the firmament around the earth, and Radio Foreman said flat earther. You guys can technically put it as I'm a flat earther, sure, but he made.
Where's all the dinosaurs?
You said what? Oh, sorry.
He said, "Where's the dinosaurs?"
Oh
yeah, like do you believe that Oh yeah, what's your take on dinosaurs?
Dude,
well, let her get to the space shit first, people. Are you saying the world is a flat plane and then there's like a dome on it, and then heaven is just above the dome?
No, I don't know what's outside of like the firmament, and if heaven is right there, hell would. I don't know how that goes. Obviously, God doesn't talk about it in the Bible, but He made the sun, the moon, and the stars. You know, the moon to me isn't a sphere, it's a flat, like illuminated thing on the inside. It's not on the inside of the firmament, but I think it's on like the outside or the in between. I'm not sure. I don't know the things, how God made it. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, so are you saying that the moon doesn't exist?
No, the moon is real. It's flat though. It's flat.
It's flat too.
Yeah. I'm sure it might be sphere, whatever, but like the moon is not like the moon isn't a sphere, a planet that we can go to. So I don't believe in the moon landing. I don't believe in.
I was just gonna say that new movie. Do you believe that was all farce? Like where they faked it? There's a new movie. There's a new movie showing that the moon landing in the movie they act like it was real, but that they're showing that there was potentially was just a film thing. Do you believe that it was just like a?
I haven't heard of that. I haven't seen anything.
There's some new movie with like Channing Tatum and I forget who all is in it, and it's acting like that there was two versions, that there was the people that really went to the moon, and then there was a staged version, and that they were going to show the staged version, but they really showed the real version. But some people believe that it was all staged. So.
Hey, Ruby, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to put it in the private chat. I'm going to show you something.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't try to obviously force my opinion. I know everyone doesn't believe that. Not a lot of people believe that, and that's fine. Like, but I just believe what I believe.
Stevie, can you post the link, because King cannot see when Ruby posts, and I want to sub out for King.
Another frequently blocked person.
Well, he can still chat on his main account. King has given you $500, bitch. You better show some respect and let him up on panel straight like that. All right,
dude. I would if he didn't like do. You guys are all little spies and ops here to fuck with me on your queen's behalf.
King just ran an entire VC and changed his name to TK the Flat Earth King. This is literally a perfect time for let him on. Let him on.
I don't even know what he's blocked. It's a whole fiasco.
There, King. The link is right there. Stevie just sent it.
Yeah, it's fine. He can come if he wants.
Right on, Dan. Tell her. You're goddamn right, Edward.
Now, me and Lo talked about this stuff. What was it, last night or the night before? About
the night before.
Maybe we both kind of came to a conclusion that even if the Bible is 100% real, there's a lot of stuff that was not included into the Bible that was kept out. There's a lot of stuff that was like space wasn't in there, or like alligators. It doesn't mean that stuff doesn't exist.
Okay, so the space thing is a huge conversation. I just dropped a link in the private chat for Ruby.
And also,
Space
King,
is a
sorry,
big-
I
big
have a
problem, big-
6-person limit. It's
I can jump off
for the real one.
I can jump off now. I'll let you guys.
All right.
I have fun, you guys. Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
Joy.
Thank you, Ruby. Ruby, did you dye your hair? Did you
I
dye your
did.
hair? I love it.
Thank
It
you.
looks
Yeah, I did like
beautiful.
a light ash brown. I'm really
I
happy.
like it. Yeah, I noticed it right away. I meant to say something, but then everyone was talking. It looks beautiful. Thank you for letting me on your show. I had fun. And nice meeting you, Lo. And what was your name again in the middle? Sorry.
That's stick solid, baby.
Six. All right. Nice meeting you, Six. My first experience with Six. And thank you guys. I had a good time.
Bye, Joy.
Bye. Thank you very
Now,
much.
one thing I do want to say is I think the Bible is like the biggest game of telephone maybe ever created, right? It's like,
In a way. I mean, if you're like
Yeah.
filtered through a human by God.
The translation, yeah.
Oh wait,
So,
okay.
Dan,
now
I'll tell you
King
this,
can
Dan.
come
There
up.
is
Okay,
no
King.
end.
Okay.
There is no end to the religion conversation. There will never be an end. But I will
agree.
give you an end here. Nuclear war and government hideout. I dropped a fucking link in the private chat. If Ruby wants to click it.
Yeah, I forgot. Let me click.
Those you know
Drop
those
the
nuclear
link,
videos that
Stick.
we all
You
saw as
talk so
kids.
much, motherfucker.
Now hold on, King.
King. Something like this and say this. Stick.
So
Every
there were
time
three
you
parts
come
to the
around,
conspiracy
you
theory.
is
So
the
one is they
backbone
had
of the plan. Let's listen.
All right, King. I'm gonna go get a drink. You better be on your best fucking behavior, okay?
I can't.
I'm definitely not going to talk over King. He's a
It's
king.
intellectual time, King.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But so King, so that being said, King and everyone else, what she's about to show, I just want you guys to look. These are the nuclear explosion videos the government gave to us.
Yes.
I want you to look at the little disappearing car behind one of the buildings.
I love this. This is TK. This is TK content all day. Let's go. Let's go ahead.
Facility
I'm
right
gonna
there,
mute.
right where
Get
all
my
these
camera
musicians
right.
showed up. Two is
All
the
right.
musicians, like a very large percentage of these young musicians were sons and daughters of senior U.S. military and intelligence officials,
including Morrison,
including Jim Morrison, whose father was the head of naval operations for the Vietnam War at the time. And there were these other, I forget which ones, but there were these other musicians at the time where their parents were like senior in like military, like psychological operations, and like that's all real, like that's all documented. And then third is the head of the Rand
Oh, he's saying
Corporation,
go to
who was one of the
221.
inspirations for the Dr.
Yeah, go to
Strangelove character in the
221.
movie. So he weapons. We had basically a potency to our nuclear weapon arsenal that we actually didn't have at the time.
How did they fake it?
They just did. Yeah, exactly.
So this is
exactly.
it.
Well, so there's a yeah. Okay, so here's the question, right? So what happened? Okay, so this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
You son of a bitch.
It's called a lens.
You son of a bitch. What
How,
happened?
how is that
Watch
happening?
it.
Yet the
Watch it.
camera is like totally stable and fine.
Oh
He's
my
got a
god.
And by the way, in the film is fine. The radiation
Can we
didn't
pause
cause any
real
damage to
quick?
the film.
Can we pause real quick?
This looks like
Stevie, you said it's called a lens. Now I'm not swaying either one side or the other because I'm a fucking smooth brain piece of shit. I don't know. But Stevie, he has to admit when there's so much destruction going on, when a whole house is being what's the camera on? A fucking telephone pole or something.
Yeah.
How is the pole not shake at all? That bitch didn't even shake.
It's from a
No, and-
distance.
and,
they did
listen.
tests on these guys like years ago. They've had like
Behind-
interviews of people that have had. I'm sorry, I'm just saying, like, there's people who've had like radiation poisoning and stuff.
The footage that she's showing
Yeah.
right now, it's not about the camera surviving the nuclear blast. It's about the little fake car.
I know what he's
building.
talking about. It's
The
a
little fake car.
It's a
Where?
later
It is.
clip.
It's a
All right,
miniature. It's a miniature.
let's go back to the video and we'll watch the car
All right,
thing. I've seen that as well.
So this is it.
Well, so there's a yeah. Okay,
You
so
have to
here's the
share
question,
it, Ruby.
right? So what happened? Okay, so this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
You son of a bitch.
Wait, let me go.
See that little car?
Okay, you'll love this. Well, so there's a yeah.
No. Keep
Okay,
playing.
so
keep
here's the
playing it,
question,
keep
right?
playing it.
So what happened? Okay, so this is great. Okay, you'll love this. So what happened to the camera?
You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. What happened
How
to
is
the
that happening yet the camera is like totally stable and fine?
Oh my god.
And by the way, in the film is fine.
Keep going.
The radiation didn't cause any damage to the film.
Oh my god.
this looks like how you shoot.
And that,
a movie
by the way,
miniature,
okay, we'll do
like,
this one. We'll do the loop one more time here. Let's see the car.
The
Where's
car's
the
right
car?
behind the house. It just showed up.
Oh, it
Okay,
just showed up.
So wait a minute. First
It
of all,
wasn't there.
First of all, where'd the car
No
come
car.
from?
No car.
The second is
I don't see. I've never
car.
seen
Does that
the
look like a
picture
real
they're
car?
talking about.
That's
now.
insane.
And look at
Pause it real quick.
Yeah, and look at the when the
Hold
house
on,
blows.
you can do that. That's just basic like
Now
film
look.
splicing.
Now
They
just
coulda
look.
they
Well,
coulda
there's
parked
no
that
car behind that house. There's no car behind the house. And then when the explosion happens, chat and everyone on panel, you
Okay.
will see it's like a little it's a car that comes up behind the house.
No. Hold on. That's
Just a
basic.
minute.
Like, okay, you easily could have stopped filming it, parked the car back there. They said, "Hey,
What?
let's park the car behind the house."
Is this Stevie talking?
You can
Yes.
splice film and do that. You can put a real car behind a house.
Well, hey, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. But
Sure.
if you're gonna go ahead and film an entire nuclear explosion and you're gonna
Exactly.
show it reel to reel and show it
Yeah.
all over national television, why would you even have to go and park that car? Why wasn't the car there at
there's
first?
simply
Why did
a
they have
It
to
could have
go
been
and
just
park
a last minute decision to say, "Hey, let's."
Yeah,
like,
wait. What
make
is
it
the
look
claim
like-
here? That there's no nuclear weapon? Like, what is?
Okay,
the
no. I'll
claim?
tell you what the
claim?
claim is. No, that's an excellent question. I'll tell you what the claim is. The claim is that these buildings that we've been shown for like 30 years in the nuclear explosion are like 1/15 the size. They're drama models, and they exploded drama models instead of actually letting off a nuclear bomb.
Yes, that is fact. That is exactly what it was.
Hold
You
on,
can
if
tell
that was a
the
fake
trees
model,
don't
wouldn't
even
that
look
car
right.
fly over? Like, when that, you know what a car looks like? A toy car would look like if it fell over from an explosion like that. It would have flown up in the air.
Just
That thing
watch
is
the
still-
clip.
Hold on.
These guys are smarter than us. Watch the clip and listen.
I'm not saying it is or isn't real, but I'm not like
And
saying
look
like,
at the and look at the when the house blows. Look at the wood. Does that look like those are full size, like, giant lumber
It's
beams
miniatures. It's
as they go
miniatures.
flying? Yeah.
That's hard to say.
Is that a house or is that like
where did that car
is that a
go?
12
Where's the
yeah,
full
12-inch
explosion of
scale
this?
model?
If that was a toy, that
Right,
thing
so,
would have
like,
like flown
the
diagonally or
fucking
something.
car.
Anyway, I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Having said that, if that was fake, it was faked at Lookout Mountain.
Wow.
Yes, right, at the
Yeah,
exact
it's a
same
scale.
place and time.
But did they have the kind of special effects to do something
No,
like
I
that in the
haven't seen what
40s?
you're talking
Well, so
about.
the full conspiracy theory is it was Stanley Kubrick. Which again,
Okay, I love this. Look at
I
it.
have
Yeah,
no
that-
idea.
Boy, that does look
Bill.
fake.
There's also the camera didn't move it all either.
You know what it looks like? Go back to that real quick. It looks like the smoke is too big. Watch when it hits. Like the volume, like the size of it, it looks small.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it looks like we're looking at something that's like a few inches tall.
Well, so
Not-
if you watch like making of Star Wars, any of the any movies before CGI, whenever they do anything like that, it's always with these tiny models.
Yes.
And they just basically that's what they do is they slow it down and then they add sound.
Wouldn't the smoke be larger if it was a model?
What that message was, because I do know Galen. His name is Galen Winslow or Wilson. He definitely did. He was eating plutonium on fucking camera.
Can we, hey Ruby, I'm sorry to say this. Can we turn King's microphone up a little bit, or can King turn his own fucking microphone up a bit?
Does it make-
Let me see.
It probably may.
King, can you
Absolute
talk with
bullshit.
some voice in your
I
voice?
can make it louder. I got it. I did it. Oh wait.
I could.
Unprofessional bullshit.
Let me do it. I'm used to the free version.
For sure.
Just talking to the mic, you lunatic.
God, I'm gonna beat her.
This looks fake as shit.
better watch yourself.
The clouds
watch
just don't look
yourself.
realistic.
Right.
Like it looks
All right,
like
so let's-
they're too big and they move too quickly back and forth.
Let's get another one. It's like, okay, what the camera's fine.
No, that looks pretty proportional.
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
Oh, there's a good. Yeah, here we go. Okay, there maybe the camera got. Okay, but even still, the
But, like,
camera.
they've got a
got
point, right? Like when you
not
watch
destroyed.
the aspect ratio of that video,
sort of a-
when you see the houses exploding, the smoke, it looks. He's right. It looks too big, doesn't
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't work.
I don't.
No,
think
because
So
if
you
they're
guys
coming-
think that
if it's a
nuclear
desert,
weapons
if it's
were
a desert, the debris that's knocked up, I think would be big. I think that's proportionate, right?
Sure.
If I'm not agreeing with everything that the conspiracy theorists are saying, I'll say that looks real. And I also do believe Hiroshima and Nagasaki were a fucking thing. So regardless if we fake the test, we dropped the bomb for real.
I was worried. I
okay,
was worried.
what it
Dan.
is-
I was worried.
Put me on
I
screen.
like to stir shit up on panels, but I'm
Don't
not
sit
even
down, you
touching the
fool.
Nagasaki shit. I'm not touching the Hiroshima shit. Sorry,
I mean, because it was real. Because I think it was real.
not touching it.
What do you mean not touching
You
it?
think millions of people are colluding and like faking like diseases and radiation poisoning for generations to come from all these places? You think that was all faked?
No, are you asking me or him?
Yeah, no, you.
No, I think I very much think Hiroshima and Nagasaki was very real, and I'm just not dumb enough to talk about it on stream.
Interesting.
Wait. So it's dumb to talk about
King, you
things
do
that are...
King, talking to Mike.
I'm trying to right now.
King, the AirPods
Move your
are way
face-
worse. The AirPods
Move your
are way
face-
worse, King.
Move your fucking face to the
King, the
Move your
AirPods are way
fucking
worse.
face.
We need a GoFundMe to get King a mic.
The
I just got a
AirPods,
Mike stolen off my porch. I'm so pissed.
King,
I
take the
reordered it.
AirPods
You
out,
just called
King.
me a porch monkey?
Yes.
Yeah. And you like
Hey,
it.
so-
That's
so
why you,
by
you
the way-
want me to say that.
Take the AirPods out. The AirPods were
I love this King guy, and this guy's able to form his traps bigger than anyone else in existence, but he can't figure out his audio. King, what's going on, bud?
fucking hate you people.
Okay, you can
Whoa,
speak.
he's.
You got excited right there, Ruby? That's a man. That's a man.
No, I don't feel anything that way. I'm celibate. You
are such a liar, Ruby.
You are lying.
so. Oh yeah, that's why I keep blocking you guys. It's my fetish. My fetish to block people. Is that what you think?
Ruby, and I don't want to detract from the
You have a fetish
panel.
for getting blocked.
Exactly.
You
Let's
have
go
a
back
fetish for
into
getting
the-
blocked.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Let's go ahead and do this. That's why Ruby put me underneath her. We all know that Tommy and Lolo would be conspiracy theorists, fucking dorks. Look at us together. We would be fucking. We would change the game. Either way, we're gonna get to that in the future. Now, Dan, and now that everybody can hear me, maybe or maybe not. Stick.
All right, King. You love me to death, right? You said it in chat. You think stick rules, right?
Yeah.
I want you to listen real carefully. Go to your settings on StreamYard. It's right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And go to the microphone thing and turn off automatic microphone leveling.
iPad. I have iPad microphone, and it says connect external mic. That's my only options, player.
No, turn the volume up, and it says automatically adjust.
Wait, talk.
Option is iPad microphone, nickel.
All right,
Just
I hear it.
yell.
I hear
Yell.
it.
I hear you. As long as people don't talk over you. Say your piece.
Okay, now I
Mappada.
see it. Now I see something.
Now I wanted to make the formal introduction of Lo and King, Freemason knowledge seeker. King, I truly believe at this point might be in the Freemasons, and it's just been a ploy the entire time. Okay, King, go ahead and show her some literature real quick. Go ahead and pull out a little The Secrets of the Woman book. Bitches love that shit.
For sure.
He's a king mason.
For sure. What I would do now, Lola, what I would
His
say
audio
is
was
that-
good for a second.
Just throw your voice into the microphone.
I'm gonna throw you into my
Yes, like
fucking
that.
TV. Okay, so what we're gonna do is Lolo.
That was a threat by a stalker.
I'm not the only one, right? Like his audio's AIDS, right?
It goes in
I
and out.
feel unsafe. I just called the police. All right, keep going.
Wait. Can I just really detract real quick? Put me my camera on.
Yeah, put him on screen.
So
right, what is
Healthy Family Force says Joy says that was the first Christian she's ever met that didn't believe in space.
I mean, it's
I'm not Christian.
I don't. I just thought it was funny.
I still think Lo is just trolling here.
Oh shit! I got it. I figured the problem out.
I'll take your word
I
for
figured
it.
the problem out.
I swear I'm not, guys. What do I have to lie for? I mean, I don't get me wrong. I used to be big into space. Like I used to be a little science nerd and believe in all that shit. And it's not that anyone told me that. It's just when I read the Bible, I'm thinking like, damn, if there's a firmament around the earth, how the fuck can there be space? Like it just
Oh, that's right. I was going to attack this chick a second ago. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, go ahead. And I'll get into it.
Don't. There's no attacking here. We can have differences of viewpoints, but there's no attacking.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh my
there's
When I said attack, I meant lovingly caress with facts.
Yes.
and okay, that's
So
fine.
now
But
is my voice fine?
it's like to me, you can only either believe in one or the other, the firmament, or you can believe in outer space and that there's planets and shit. And for me personally, like, yeah, the Bible has been passed down and could have been taken stuff out, things been added in, but I feel like the firmament, like, I don't know, like, I just believe in the Bible, so that's what I believe. It's not really that crazy to me. I get why people think it's crazy.
I wasn't going to talk about your religion because again, that's one of the two.
I'm not religious,
conspiracies
though.
and
That's
government and
like-
religion.
I
There is
don't
no.
believe
There
in
is no. Yeah, there is
We're
no
like
answer.
spiritually complex. We have
Yeah, I mean, you could say
that.
I'm like spiritual. I believe in God and I believe in the Bible, but I don't believe in religion.
But I did, aside from the religion thing, I did want to ask you about this flat Earth thing. I'm very, very curious.
100%. 100%.
So this flat Earth, and I'm totally trying to be respectful. So you believe, and I want to leave religion completely out of this. You believe that the Earth is a disc with a big ice wall around the whole thing?
I mean, I don't know about like the ice wall or anything because I know all of the conspiracies with that and,
Sure.
fucking the UN map and all those things. Like, I know all the conspiracies.
Sure.
But I believe that it is flat. I believe there's a firmament. And like me and Stevie were talking about how we brought it up the other day, there are some things that could have been taken out, added in. So yes, it say God did talk about space and they took that out. Yeah, there could be a firmament, I guess, around all of space, but I feel like the firmament part for me isn't fake.
Okay,
So,
well, let's leave God out of it. I just want to ask you, what makes you believe that the earth is fucking flat?
the only reason I believe that is flat is
Because it's
because of the
fucking
Bible.
flat, you goddamn clown. It's the greatest lie on earth. Here's your proof that the world's not a mushroom ball. You fucking love
Tommy's
it.
bringing the
What do you need to learn?
facts.
What do you need to learn? Real quick, give me anything. Give me what you want, dog. What do you want to learn, dude? It's so irritating. The woman
Tell
is
us.
right. The
Learn
woman
us,
is
man.
right. She's right. She's right.
Enlighten us.
If anything, question that shit. The book's this big. We can start right here. This book reveals the mother of all conspiracies. It sets forth biblical proof and irrefutable evidence that will cause the scales to fall from your eyes
It is
and
a
reveal that the
thick
world. Girl, don't do
What? It is. I love
The
a
most
thick. You know, I work in a
universally accepted
bookstore,
scientific
baby.
connection today is that
Wait,
the
can you
Earth
just
is a globe.
spin it? Do a twirl of the book real quick for me?
That thing it's a monster.
Ah,
it's
it's
a
thick.
big book, mommy.
She's a fatty.
This thing costs paper. It's cost dollar bill.
Sheesh.
What is the price?
Sheesh.
I don't even know what the price is. But we're fucking jumping in here.
Tony says, "Lol, I like the way you think. Never stop questioning everything."
No,
I
believe
think
me,
it's
I
fun,
do.
you know,
I do. But it's hard when I do believe in God because I have to question everything that goes against that. You know what I mean? But I do.
You stick. You know I have you, dog. I'm
not too biased. Like I listen to everyone's opinion. I think of all different types of perspectives, but I still only I can't believe in everything. You know what I mean? So I choose to what I want to believe in, and that's God. And
So
the
what
Bible.
was your answer, though? What was your answer?
I
Like,
can't
why
answer
do you
that
think it's flat?
question because the only reason, or I can answer it. The only reason that I believe that it's flat is because of the Bible. That's the only reason.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Because of what?
Hold on.
Because of the
I
Bible.
gotta fly you places?
The Bible. Okay.
Hold on. Gosh. Okay, and I said I wouldn't do this. I said I wouldn't do it, Dan. Ruby, I'm not gonna do this often. Lolo, where do you want to get flown to, girl? Have you ever been in an airplane?
You said what?
I just gotta
Have you
say
ever
that
been
King
into an
fucking
airplane?
rules. He's an
Yeah, I've
absolute
been
He wants to
content
fly
dog.
you out. He wants to fly
can
you
fly
out. Is what you
anywhere in the
say.
world. What happens is when you're on an airplane, the nose of the airplane never goes down. If the nose went down, people would lose their fucking tree, right? So we fly at this weird angle like this. A plane flies like that. And so imagine now on a globe, how am I gonna fly my plane like that and down? It just doesn't work.
Okay, so King is talking
Dog,
about
it's
the
all good.
differential
I'm on
between planes flying straight on a globe surface. King, I'll give you the answer real quick right now. And I'm just a redneck Canadian cunt.
No, we are
Planes
both-
fly.
we are
Planes
both
have
on North
altimeters, and planes have directional navigation systems.
Yes, but the
because
tip of
they're
the
flying
nose-
on a globe,
the tip of the
they
nose never
follow
goes
and they
down.
reduce their fucking shit. They're not
Yes,
just
but
going
you
straight
can't
off
do
the
that
planet.
on a ball.
They
You would have to. The nose would have to go down, and you would never be on a plane with the nose tipping down. I'm being dead serious. It's as simple as that. Cut and dry. Shut it down. Your nose on an airplane, if it tipped down, you would shit your fucking pants.
No, I think I know what Lo and King are both doing. There's this guy who offers to take people free trips to Antarctica.
No,
if they're flat
I'm
earthers.
not.
They're trying to get a free trip.
I've
I
been
don't-
on a plane since I thought of this.
You haven't seen those videos?
I
He
haven't
actually
seen those videos,
he-
and
no,
I
this
would
dude
to go
Sticks. Have you heard of this dude? He like flew a guy down to Antarctica to prove to him.
Yeah, I
that
just
the
saw
Earth was
this
not
happen.
flat. Okay.
I'm
Well, no. Finish your
That's
question.
a free trip, man.
Now I'm interested. Finish your question. Finish your question. I was interested.
I'm mad, bro.
Ooh, King? Yeah.
Finish my question?
No, you were saying some
finish your
cunt
question.
flew some other cunt to
Oh,
Antarctica.
okay. Yeah. There was a guy that would offer like to any flat earther, he would offer to fly them to Antarctica to prove that the Earth was round.
Well, did it
He
happen though?
Yeah, it did. It happened recently, and one of these big flat earthers are like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah, I'm at the. You would have to watch the video.
The
but he's
24-hour sun.
So the
Yeah,
girl,
the
the
24-hour
girl,
sun.
the girl in the
All
top
right,
middle.
maybe we
I'm
should
sorry.
look at. Maybe we
what
can
you're
look it
talking
up. That what's it
Yeah.
called?
Jeranism. It was Jeranism went down to Antarctica. They filmed the 24-hour sun. What that is I technically don't know what they were looking for though. But my number one thing is you can't live on a ball. A ball just doesn't work.
The girl in the top middle. I'm sorry, because Ruby, such a horrible host, even though I love her, didn't put anyone's names on the panel. So I don't know.
Why the names should pop up? I don't know why there's no names. Okay.
My name is
So
Lo.
the flat Earth girl in the top middle. I got another question.
That is
for you.
Lo. It says her name in the freaking title, buddy.
What is it?
Lo.
In the
Lo.
freaking
Okay, Lo.
title.
Have you ever been on a date with somebody like recently and you start talking about flat Earth stuff and the guy leaves you with the bill at the restaurant and leaves? Or anything like that?
I would be so mad.
You think someone would leave her at a restaurant on a date? Come on.
Have you had any arguments with like new people that you meet about the flat Earth thing?
Have you, Lo?
I don't really talk about my opinions with people just because I do know that, like, you know, spreading your opinion, it causes arguments and stuff, and I don't really like that. So I'd rather not, and no, so I haven't.
Oh my gosh, so Lo.
So rather than doing it in real life situations, you decided to do it on the internet in front of thousands of people.
I mean, they kind of asked me about it, and it just like came out. I'm not gonna lie about it if someone asked me about it, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
it
just figured
doesn't
that,
mean she
you know,
goes out of
somebody
her way to
knows
talk
you.
about. I think that's a very reasonable explanation. She doesn't
Yeah.
go
No,
out of her way to talk about it or to put her opinions out there. But if someone asks, she will respond honestly. I think that's
I was more
valid
curious,
way.
like if a guy took you out to a succulent Chinese meal and you guys talked about flat Earth, I was just curious if it's ever blown
I
up
mean,
in
if
anyone's face.
I did do that and I went on a date with someone and they left me because I said that, then they're just not the person for me.
Really? Oh, that happened or it didn't happen?
No, it didn't happen.
No,
I'm saying if that happened, like they're just not the person for me.
So
Like,
I've had since I've been this type
Fair
of
enough.
person, how it works for me is I've dated 3 girls since I've been this type of person. The first one went immediately crazy and was like this, you were insane. The second one hated everything about to do with conspiracy. And then the last one fake trolled me into almost being like a sideshow for her friends. And we like hang out and like be I'm being dead serious. And she's
You were
like
a
this, "What do you
sideshow?
think about the flat Earth?"
Hey, everyone, look at this dude that I'm fucking with. He thinks the Earth is flat.
Oh, you were
and then so because I look the way I look and I live up here, that there's not even one handsome like TK type man.
Dude,
And
I found this black flat earther in North Dakota. Let's
and
all
he's like this. He's fine.
Very
bro.
niche.
This motherfucker's a badass, but listen to him when he gets on conspiracy.
Is that where
He's
King's
winding
from?
me
Is
up,
King
fuck.
from North
Wind me
Dakota?
up.
Yeah.
And I used to
King,
always
hey
talk to
King,
like,
listen, I gotta tell you, buddy, stick drove truck all over the United States. There's a little gas station, Fargo, North Dakota. Best burgers I've ever had in my life.
which one? What? Go ahead, say the name.
It's like it's a tiny truck stop. It's not like a Love's or a
Petro. Have you not a Petro? So not
No,
a Petro.
no, it's like a tiny mom and pop
Flying
thing.
J?
but- Nope, not flying. It wasn't a big name.
Okay.
Is it the one with the glory
But it
hole
was
in the bathroom?
It was on the route, so I drove from Fort McMurray, Alberta.
King
over to
actually
fucking
operates that
Saskatchewan
glory hole.
down and then to fucking Fargo, North Dakota, and I'd stop at that motherfucker for these cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, buddy. Even Randy from Trailer Park Boys started rifling these cheeseburgers in his
Oh,
gut.
it
They
was
were
talked
fucking
about?
amazing.
Yeah, no, there's about 3 good things in this town. And a good cheeseburger is a real thing. It's the good cheeseburgers, TK, and that's about it. It's about it down here. Because I could have swore you said you were in Winnipeg. Am I wrong?
No, I'm not. I'm from British Columbia, buddy.
Okay, I don't even know what that means. That sounds so far away. I thought you were in Winnipeg because
Yeah, that sounds majorly foreign. What the heck? What
Winnipeg's
is?
like
Can
right
you
here.
elaborate on what this even is? Can you elaborate?
How
for
about
people?
okay? I'm sorry. Let's take it down to
Look how handsome fucking Stick is. I
Vancouver.
wanna-
Vancouver.
Okay, that's so far. That's east, ain't it?
He's Canadian, eh? I used to live in Toronto, eh?
No, Toronto's on the other side. Fuck the fuck
Oh,
the
he's
East Coast.
west. You're west.
Toronto's, yeah.
West Coast is the best coast, baby.
Exactly. That's why Dan put that Tupac video up earlier, and I'm like, there we go,
Dude,
I love that. I was doing that.
It's
the other
funny
day
you
before
said
stream.
Vancouver, man. I've seen all those videos of dudes that would live in
What
storage
a
units
God.
because it's getting expensive there.
Listen, I know you're making a joke.
I
about
went
my
too hard. I'm
disgusting-
sorry. The internet.
No, I'm
freaked
not
out.
making a joke about that.
I
at
know
all.
you're making a
think-
joke about my
No.
disgusting living situation,
No,
but I'll tell you right now,
I am
the
not.
entire country is suffering from this.
I've seen like videos of guys that would like put up their entire setup in there, and it looked pretty cool actually. But,
I don't think Stevie's a piece of shit. Honestly,
Has anybody on panel been to Vancouver?
No.
I've only been to Winnipeg. That's it. Winnipeg, closest Canadian.
Oh,
I am.
there was some documentary I saw. Like these dudes would do racing with like shopping carts in Vancouver. Have you seen that or?
That's funny. That's funny.
No.
Why do we laugh? He's being serious.
No, there was a funny like.
Stevie's a genuine guy. I'm
a
huge
That's a
fan
goddamn
of, like,
lie. That's
no,
a
I
goddamn
thought Stevie
lie.
was a jerk. I did. I thought Stevie
I'm a
was
fan
a
of
jerk.
that. I'm a fan of like the Vancouver punk scene. No, Vancouver seems like a cool place.
Vancouver is a good explanation as to how the rest of the country's suffering. If you go down to East Hastings on Vancouver, it's as bad as Kensington Avenue in Pennsylvania or whatever.
Yeah, that's Zombieland.
That's fucking this.
That's Zombieland.
That's
Yeah.
Oh, Kensington. Yeah, I got you.
Nah, Kensington is
Okay,
probably
what-
worse than Baltimore.
Can we figure out?
It's Baltimore. Sorry, it's Baltimore.
Yeah,
Kensington
can we
is
figure out the
slightly
difference
worse.
between tweakers and fentanyl addicts?
Shout out Baltimore.
I want to know because if I'm underneath Ruby right now, I've been online to say crystal meth is God. I've said it. I don't care. I don't care what you guys.
I've never tried meth. I've actually never tried meth.
Is it a
Hold
god
on.
you should be
I
worshiping
can
though?
flesh out what I'm trying to say. So in my brain, drugs that are downers. So is fentanyl crystal meth or not?
It's like the opposite. It's a
That's
total
what I
downer.
thought.
And that's why 100,000 people a year are dying from fentanyl overdoses. It's worse than COVID.
What's up with people loving downers? Can I know that?
Because everyone's so stressed out and anxious and doesn't want to participate in reality. So they
Okay, so
escape
my brain works
by taking downers and just fucking around.
Well, King,
Okay, so-
you know alcohol is a downer, right?
Yeah.
Sure, but it does do something for me socially, I guess, because
Yeah, but I mean
Because
downers
it's like a lubricant, makes you more
downers and uppers I thought were about the nervous system. Either it slows it down or speeds it up. So alcohol
much.
slows down your
There's a
nervous.
fine line. There's a fine line with
It
booze, I
it
think.
depends what kind of brain you have, buddy. Because I got ADHD and I can take cocaine and Adderall, and it actually calms me down because I have ADHD.
Oh, trust me, I know. I know. I know.
But then
I
drink,
I
but then
double
I'll
black
drink.
diamond ski. Okay.
Like if most people take Adderall or do a line of coke and they get
And
all
freak out.
fucking wired up, I can't do that. My brain is not. I have ADHD. It doesn't work like that.
I'm ready to organize my books from fucking A to B. I can talk normal. I've actually been on a stream like this with these guys when I've had centrifugs or some shit. And I was
Centrifugal?
like this. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but I was talking so like clean. And they're like this, Tommy, you never talk this clean.
Yeah, but hey,
Talking very-
King, I want you
Yeah.
to think about something. King, I want you to think about something for a sec. The last time that I talked to you on stream, it was about 2 months ago, and we were talking about the renovations in your basement. Is there any news?
Don't do that to him.
Uh-oh. How are they coming along?
He hasn't done shit. Me and him been fucking on panels. He ain't do shit.
I did my laundry
like
today,
that.
so I'm
So, okay,
making
so
moves.
no. I can say this. I can show you a different room that you didn't know about before. There's
I know.
there's
Show it
another
off.
room. There's areas this way, right? And this desk, because when we talked, see where that little baby TV is behind me right now. So when we talked and we're doing all that shit, my iPad used to be up there. So now I'm actually spun around, right?
I missed the old angle where we could see the whole room.
Yeah,
type.
yeah.
Does your
So
shirt
what-
say fucked?
Oh, you remember
Behind
that?
you, it says fucked.
FUCT. I remember
Are
that.
you fucked?
Friends You Can't Trust, a great brand. Dan knows about it. We
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I'm about to cop a
Really?
piece
That's
of
a thing? I've never seen that before.
I remember seeing that. It was in like the back cover of like a Beastie Boys album.
Show him the Osama bin Laden silk. Show him the silk.
I'm doing this for stick, and then I got to get a house heater. How can you rip house heaters in there?
Oh, Silka bin Laden.
He's got a look. It's right there.
What the fuck?
That bitch
Why?
is fire.
What? Osama bin Laden sucks.
Bush did not.
man.
Bush did 9/11. All right.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
Goodness.
We can all agree on that. Well, where did?
Well,
where did
I don't know. All I do believe that Osama bin Laden
It even
was
says
linked to
that
9/11,
Bush did
though.
9/11.
Unless I could be misinformed, though. I don't know.
This is
You
one of my
are.
favorite-
James
Now, Ruby,
says.
This is one of my favorite
What's up?
garments.
Ruby, you're
It's-
misinformed about a lot of things. I just want
Yeah.
you to know that. I just
I'm a
want-
conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
through and
I
through.
would
I'm
love
a
to be
practical
educated
conspiracy
by Kitchen Man Dan.
You let me back
I
in the
know.
Discord and I'll educate you. Okay.
Sure. What am I misinformed about? Named one fucking thing.
First off,
The
Osama
world's
bin Laden.
involved.
I mean, we were just talking about it, right?
So he's a good guy.
I wouldn't say he's good. I feel like he was
I
misinterpreted.
know it's a trend. It's a trend for Gen
I'll
Z.
say it like
They
this.
like the essay he wrote. Like,
Osama bin Laden's
like
name is Tim
I get that.
Osman.
You're
He
a
was
very impressionable child.
God,
We
okay.
get that.
Osama bin
So,
Laden was
Ruby, you just
Yeah.
believe what everyone force feeds down your fucking throat. When people just say this or that or fucking Sam Hyde is this, you just believe it. You're just getting
What
forced.
do I believe about Sam Hyde? I have no issue. I like him.
I was just my bare
He's
take
just
on
saying, I get
First
him.
off,
I got you.
it. You got through 5 minutes of that shit.
I thought
so
he
I don't
was
even know
no,
what you
but I'm
believe.
familiar with. He's funny. I think I like Fish Tank.
I'm one of Sam's
and I have a friend who
mobs,
works
you know?
on this show. Who works on the show with him? Said he was a nice guy. And I've watched the fucking thing.
Now,
Why are you
Lo,
up
can
my
you
dick?
comment- Can you
You're
comment
just
on
making
the
all these
certain-
assumptions because you are actually stupid.
What is
So you are actually
Whoa!
very stupid.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
Ruby.
Now, distinction says Osama bin Laden was Jewish. Me and Lo know this. Lo, can you comment on Osama
Lo,
bin Laden?
bring the positivity back. Bring it. I'm breaking. I'm breaking. I'm bullying.
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know
I'm
who's Jewish.
bullying.
But I think that if this
Why do you full screen every fucking time, Ruby? Why can't it be a group conversation?
I think that if distinction
Was,
says that me and him know, then that's
Was
how.
Osama bin Laden a flat earther? Maybe that's what
No,
it's
but
about.
Osama bin
I
Laden's
think
a
so. I
fake
think that's
human.
why they blame
Osama bin
him.
Laden was not a real man. Osama bin Laden is Tim Osmond of the CIA agent. That if you look up Tim Osmond in the CIA, it was all a big fucking hoax. He was a CIA person, dude. It's known, dog. Osama bin Laden ain't Osama bin Laden.
All right. I'll look up a
What
video.
about
I'm
the
open-minded. I'm so fucking open-minded. I'm friends with people of all over the political spectrum. Like, come on, the fuck
No,
off.
I'm a freak. I'm a freak. I went deep into the weeds with all of it. I thought it was gonna like get my daughter back. I thought it was gonna get my ex-fiance.
EFT isn't banned here. He was just on my panel like 2 days ago.
So what I'm just trying to say, Ruby, is I did do the real research into numerology, occult shit.
I had a weird when I was in rehab. They did my numerology and it was like scary accurate. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like super like atheist. I was very much an empiricist, like very much against. Like I argued against spirituality even existing. I was like, how is that different than a feeling? I literally was like so contrarian and annoying in rehab. But the numerology freaked me out a little bit. It's like pretty accurate.
There's something there. Yeah, there's something there.
All right, so what do I click? What do I click? Declassified TA. There's new light.
But type in Tim Osmond.
I did.
Thank you.
I
Yep,
did.
good.
Am I
Go
not
ahead.
sure
Watch.
yet? Okay.
Watch.
Which one?
Yes, the top one.
Okay.
Why do I yell at you?
So I can hear you.
Osama bin Laden's hideout in Abbottabad, Pakistan, was demolished less than a year after US Navy SEALs tracked him down and killed him there. But some of the secrets it contained are still being revealed. Ahead of their release on Wednesday, the CIA gave AFP exclusive access to.
Wait, let me respond to this. Oh, they asked how's New Haven. New Haven right now, when school's in session, it's very hustling and bustling all day. There's lots of cute shops and restaurants downtown. It's a fun city. A lot of people come here to visit. And it's more of a ghost town though, like during the summer.
Dan, I've rebutted all the.
But there's a good nightlife. There's a lot of music and art scene and shit like that.
Translations of around 100 documents it says were found in bin Laden's compound. Pentagon correspondent Dan DeLuce says they shed light on bin Laden's strategy.
You see clearly his preoccupation with staging a major attack
He has all the good books.
on the United States and on the West, and constantly appealing against getting distracted with conflicts elsewhere in the Middle East. He keeps coming back to the idea of staging a major attack, even larger than the September 11th attacks.
In the months before bin Laden died, the Arab uprisings had just begun in Tunisia. He appears to have seen this as both an opportunity and a threat.
What's coming through is, hey, We've got to stay relevant. We have to be pertinent. We have to jump on this. We have to exploit.
Don't you
this.
see the
And he's
faking
sitting
gay
there
when you watch
in
it?
this compound.
Don't you see the? Don't you see the exact faking gay? These people are put up to be these weird puppets on these weird scenes, and we're being like honestly walked down a fucking path of an idea, and it's super gay and it's super.
I
obvious.
believe you.
It is. It's so weird that when
That's definitely happening. We are being
Yeah, and a
manipulated
lot of
on a
people
mass
just don't
scale
look
in a
at
lot of ways, and it's very confusing. We're having an epistemological crisis. That's why I'm starting a new show called Building a Worldview, where I start epistemology right at the beginning. How do we know what is true? How do we define reality? All those things. And let's do it. And we will all build a worldview that makes sense.
Yes. What we're doing,
I'm like Keemstar, just dropping shows. Boom, boom. Well, the most real show is Lol Angels.
Yo, yo,
Make sure you're
guys.
subscribed to Lol Angels, by the way.
As my messages. Oh my God, YouTube's censoring
What?
me right now. In
Yeah, you're
StreamYard.
censored.
No. Look at the messages that are censored. Do you see those? Because it won't let me post them. It's right below MDA. It's right above Yo. I posted. I said Muppets did 9/11, and it won't let me post that.
Are you serious?
Do you see in the
Dude.
comment section? I said Muppets did 9/11, and it won't let me post that.
What?
That's great. Boom.
Muppets did 9/11, dude.
I didn't even know that YouTube.
Weird.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna
Maybe
screenshot
that's
this.
the truth.
Very far away from the fence.
Liquid Dan is never censored, baby.
Concern the day-to-day running of Al Qaeda, such as this application form for
Liquid Dan
potential
can
new
post it, but I
recruits.
can't.
Along with
What
biographical
the
details,
hell?
applicants are asked about their religious knowledge and if they know people who specialize in chemistry, useful for explosives.
Ruby, if you're gonna
or
play a
communication.
video, you need
Okay, I
to
can
share
post it
screen.
now.
You need to
I
share.
can't-
Oh, oopsie.
Oh, hey,
Loser.
it's StreamYard that's censoring me from saying that.
Oh,
YouTube will let me say it.
We have to be
StreamYard.
pertinent. We have to jump on this. We
doesn't
have
want
to
you to know the
exploit
truth.
this. And he's sitting there in this compound in Pakistan, very far away
Now I
from
see it.
events.
The translated documents also concern the day-to-day
gonna
running of
step
Al
away and have a
Qaeda,
cigarette
such
real
as this
quick.
application form
That's
for potential new
Lolo, I'm not
recruits,
leaving.
along with biographical.
Golly, we are going to be a conspiracy. And one, we are from the other ethnicity that we're not white people. So if we talk conspiracy, they can't even stop us. So it's just racist.
That's there. I feel like there's some validity there. So you get a
Yeah,
little
if we
extra
are
pass.
just, all we are is mixed people that are thinking, and we're free thought people. And I can't look at Lolo.
Obviously,
She honestly
Tim,
looks like
you're
my daughter.
so privileged
If I
and that I
can't look at my
ban you
daughter,
all
I
the
can't look at her.
time.
I can't look at her. I gotta walk.
This man
is
can't even
Lolo.
type
You're
in
a
my
beautiful
chat.
young woman. You're a beautiful
He
young
can't
woman.
even
This
type.
is crazy.
Anyways, hey guys.
That is fucking crazy.
All right, I can hold it down while he's not here. Don't worry.
All right, give us
Now-
what's on your mind, Dan.
I want to know, and this is a perfect example. Now, Lolo, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you feel maybe a little awkward when she fucking just full screens anybody who's talking? Like it's not a
Is
conversation.
that wrong?
It's
I
not
don't
a
know
conversation.
etiquette. I'm new to hosting things. Okay.
Now,
Is it wrong?
if someone asks for an ISO, you do it. But I don't like.
Is it like
It's
too much
not like
pressure?
that awkward, but it is like if we're having a group conversation, Ruby, I don't think that you need to do it.
There it is. Anybody who's talking, it's full screen, full screen, full screen. And
You
it's
know what?
like,
I thought I was
on
being
Facebook.
like,
I
I was
don't
like, all right,
either.
they're talking. Some shows do that, right?
Okay,
Do they
some
not?
shows
I don't
do
mind
that.
being on full screen.
I've been watching too much
Okay.
Lolcow live because I think they do that. They're like, maybe that's where I like picked it up from. But yeah, I could see how it can make it be
They
like a
love
little
full
weird.
screens.
It's a little bit.
It's cool
like,
when she does it to
whoa.
low.
No, I
Graphical
like when she
details,
does that.
applicants are asked about their religious knowledge and if they know people who specialize in chemistry, useful for explosives, or communications. One of the questions is simply, do you wish to execute a suicide operation, with space left for who to contact in case you become a martyr? It's one of a number of documents that show an effort to professionalize Al Qaeda.
It's kind of comical. He talks about creating a development center, and he almost is employing corporate human resources speak in this focus on a new cadre of leaders who can carry the organization forward.
Many of the documents are personal correspondence of the man who orchestrated the 9/11 attacks on the US. One of his sons, Hamza, whose whereabouts are still unknown, wrote a letter pleading to be allowed to come to Pakistan to help his father. Another son asks why his father seems to be angry with him. The declassification comes in the wake of an article by veteran reporter Seymour Hersh claiming that bin Laden was no longer running al-Qaeda when he was killed. US officials say this release of documents was long planned and not intended as a riposte to Hersh's article.
Well, that was King saying, I don't.
Go back to Sam Hyde. Let's go back to Sam Hyde. You got through 10 minutes.
I know. I only went through like a couple minutes of it because I was jumping all over the place.
I'm gonna go get another soda, a little mixer for my drink. Hopefully, the women aren't gonna be too boring.
Ooh, wait, Lolcow rewind. I wonder what they're doing. Hopefully, we don't get like.
Lo, do you like
in
the little
trouble.
misogynistic tendencies?
You can say whatever you want. What do you mean?
That that weird documentary I was talking about, it's real. It's called Carts of Darkness. I just put in the link a while back.
Why does the ad for Glammy and Becky agree to boxing at Fat Camp make Glammy look so haggard and tough?
Oh, I guess they just started.
This looks, but her pick is super gorgeous. Oh no! Oh no! Are we about to do Lolcow Moms? Is that the next show? Everybody's got an opinion on the Lolcow universe.
Who's this guy?
So this is Billy the Fridge.
Billy the Fridge. Okay, I know who Billy is.
Oh, what's your deal with?
He replaced. Okay, back when like the Amazing Atheist, T.J. Kirk, Paul Zigo, Scotty, and I forget they had the Drunken Peasants. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
There was like a split between them, and Billy the Fridge came in after the Amazing Atheist sphere separated and make their own. They have Deep Fat Pride now, but yeah, Billy's all right. See, Ruby, I don't hate everyone, okay?
I just, I'm glad that you have that there's all differing opinions. I've been I don't know. I only know of him through the Lolcow universe, and I did a little Googling. And then there was this controversy over he was messaging Grace, being like, oh, if shit falls through with Lolcow Rewind, I'll join you on Rejects. And that got exposed because Grace obviously leaks every single conversation, also records every conversation, leaks every conversation she had with Keem. It's like Lol Angels is going to be the opposite of that. It's going to be about respecting people's boundaries and just finding fun entertainment and things that people can bond over.
I don't know, my sus radar goes off pretty easily, especially with just people online, but also people in real life. I've known so many sus people. It's just what
do you mean by sus?
Oh God, a lot of backstabbing. A lot of
okay. I was just wondering what you meant by that. But I definitely feel that. That's why I don't really have too many friends. People are just
glad I caught you.
Yeah, a lot of weasels. A lot of people bringing them on just to exploit them for certain things. It's just.
Wait, are you serious? They faked the message? No, I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't seen that, so I can't confirm though. But been on the internet. What is it? It's 2025 right now. I've been on the internet since '97. Yeah, I've just seen a lot of scumbaggery over the years.
Courted the MAGA base. You wanted these people on your side. They're ready to be on your side, but you have to fight not for Ben Shapiro's idea of the country of America, the notion of America as this collection of ideas. That's not what it is. It's Americans. That's who you have to fight for. If you're in America, doing business in America, you want to be the man in America, you have to fight for the American people. You're not fighting for a paragraph. You're not fighting for a set of ideas, man. It's the American people who need your help. That's fundamentally why I think people are pissed off here. And it's an easy fix. Just don't call them retards. Elon, have you met Chris? He's on Asmongold. He's streaming all the time. You should just check him out. He's playing these games and stuff. He's amazing what the kid does with video games. I can't believe it.
People
didn't suddenly have a flare-up of India hate. I've been monitoring the Indian hate websites for a while.
And you already know at the end of the stream, we got to watch the animals, different species. Remember I told you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yes.
Obviously not right now. Let's finish watching.
Very few overt Indian haters spewing their nonsensical filth everywhere 72 hours ago. What happened? Okay, 72 hours ago, most people in the MAGA base looked at Vivek Ramaswamy with some notion of admiration, or hey, that guy says cool stuff every once in a while. Hey, you know what? I think I like that guy. Now he's got to be deported. Sucks, man. And he's not being deported because of the color of his skin. He's being deported for the content of his character. And I think that truly was a mask off moment where we saw that Vivek Ramaswamy really is just a fucking nerd who needs to go back.
Ruby.
He was the guy who ran for president.
I have to get this
right.
I don't mind.
What's up?
My daughter's my daughter. This picture in Lolo, when my daughter gets older, I feel like I just see it.
Oh, cute.
Oh, yeah,
That's my daughter.
I'm listening. I'm sorry. Hold on. I just am taking a phone call really quick.
And she kills me. Every time I look at her, I go like this. Why? I'm not saying I have a crush on my own kid, but my fucking daughter is a beautiful young lady.
Aw.
And fucking
she's very pretty.
She is so pretty.
It drives me crazy. I'm like this. That is the adult version of my kid. She's a beautiful, young, smart woman. And Lolo, you are a badass. So I just got to put this back upstairs. See you guys in a second.
All right, we love it.
It's everybody spurgs out. I'm spurging out right now. I'm going to spurg out later, okay?
I spurg out. I love spurging out. Well, I don't love it, but I'm trying to spurg out less.
Chris Lynch. And also, Indians do cool stuff every once in a while. They got the chest slapping wrestling. You guys watch that action movies. He's shooting a bullet out of the air with a gun. He's flipping over the tuck Indian clubs. Shoulder rehab exercise. Fantastic. The hate. It's irrational hate. It's just racism. It's just a nonsensical racism. The hate and racism and anti-Indian sentiment, it's there to the extent that Indians are being used to replace white people. That's it. We have to stop playing pretend. We're not talking about exceptional Indians here. And that's why this is sort of spreading like wildfire. People share.
I was going to talk about the H-1B visa, and he thinks that like people are like exploiting it, and it could be used for jobs for like white people. Is that what he's like kind of saying?
Oh, when you were talking earlier about this, he's like he has like this WWE thing that's called kayfabe, which is where they act real to appear to be serious to certain people.
Yeah.
But we're in an
era. I'm just wondering what he's whether he's real or fake. What he's alluding to. Am I correct?
He's faking his realism.
Am I correct in what he's referencing to?
No, you're
feel like
Ruby. You suck.
Sharing these H-1B lists of what the jobs are. You are not in Calcutta scouting.
Yes, I am correct, by the way, because that's what he just said.
For the next Indian Einstein. You're not.
Indian Einstein.
More correct in your face,
We have to make it to outer space and invent new computers. Let's get to India and get the next Nikola Tesla. That's not what's happening. We're talking about people at fucking gas stations. You bring them over, you put them in a fucking gas station, and then we'll go around all the gas stations in the USA and find the next genius. Well, what if he's not in India? What if he's working at a gas station in North Carolina? He might be there. We don't know. Why don't we bring everybody here and then we can look for everybody?
I love that.
That's actually a fucking genius idea. We bring fucking everybody here, and then, like a needle in a haystack, we find the one man who can invent electrical computer. That sounds fucking retarded, and it's not true. You have to at least say that the H-1B program is being scammed. If you don't admit that, then as far as like any type of discussion that goes anywhere is concerned, it's over. It's over. This is a direct quote from Moist Critical himself. I'm speaking on his behalf. He was too busy streaming Marvel Rivals to talk to you. So I'm here on his behalf, giving you opinions that he approved, okay? Nobody's expecting you to go full
Get out of here!
Steve Bannon here. You're a tech bro.
Come on!
Immigrant. But if you are on Team America, and by Team America, I don't mean Ben Shapiro's collection of ideas America's not a collection of ideas. America is a people, Americans. If you are Team America, then the most prominent talking points need to be the immediate.
That's an issue too, is they need to make sure, I do think they should make sure that they aren't like using lower wages for people who are, you know, immigrating. It shouldn't impact other people's wages too. I guess it's another concern with the
But there's ways of
that are
actually
illegal.
looking into this. This guy is just
Yeah, they
making
do.
but this guy's just doing it to make like a funny charade. So it's like,
I know, but
it's
we can
almost
still
pointless.
talk about the topic, but why is it pointless?
I mean, the whole thing, he just is random and transgressive for the sake of just being nonsensical.
Random and transit.
He believes.
Well, then
he believes
you can.
in some
That's a
things.
valid reaction. Yes, have that reaction. What's wrong with having that reaction? That's great.
Because there's much better sources to listen to than a guy doing stuff
I'm
for
not
attention to
looking at
himself.
him as a source. It's a viral video we're reacting to. Oh my god.
And the end of the abuse of the American worker by programs like this H-1B, the gamification of stuff like this that's set up to benefit people who aren't us. Nobody wants to solve the Japanese birth rate problem by turning
Who's
Japan into
typing on their
India.
keyboard
That's
like a
preposterous. That only would work in a computer simulation where you can just change the code and make a Japanese person. I've tried it. It can't be done. In my laboratory, okay, where Asmongold is right now, down in the basement, I have tried over 150 times to turn an Indian into a Japanese man. The only thing I was able
That's the thing too. I do think once I followed him on Twitter, he's following like Jared Taylor and all these like very niche upon niche upon niche characters that I only know about from debating race and IQ and things like that. So I do think there's a high possibility that he's believing things, but also declaring things in a joking way and mixing it all together. That's what I think personally, but what do I know?
able to accomplish.
Hey,
boiling.
fucking hey, Dan, we get it.
Right.
You eat food.
If you think Elon,
So Lo can eat Oreos the entire time. I get a piece of pizza and I'm a
Did you call us an Oreo?
Dude, you just called Oreo. Wow, Dan, you are going to be on Judge Rudy. You are prosecuted.
That's actually a good. That's actually a good name. That's actually a good name, Judge Rudy.
I know, but now they're doing like Lolcow Court, and now I'm going to focus on Lol Angels and like doing. I want to move in a positive direction this year, be less like toxic, and focus on things that bring people together and people enjoy. Still like watch internet clips and funny shit, so it's entertaining and like whatever. But it's just going to be a different vibe, a new vibe, fresh vibe, a positive vibe.
Japanese
This
person
this
by
stream
boiling
is
them.
actually
Not
Ruby. I
gonna-
do got to say before you let Sam Hyde overtalk TK, who is the alpha in the room. Can you? I do got to say, Ruby, you are killing it this evening. You are.
Oh, thank you.
You're killing it. You're killing it. My wife is gonna get mad that I talk like this. I'll deal with that when I get domestically abused by her, and I do respect being here, and I do appreciate that you let me come on.
What
Dan.
the fuck? I'm eating homemade barbecue pizza, BB.
That's not
Who's Dan?
It is barbecue pizza, boy. That's barbecue sauce on that
Was
shit,
it?
boy.
That's
Yeah.
Who is Dan? We should get Dan. Dude, we should get Dan to do a Draw My Life.
What does that mean? What are the
That would
last
be-
words you said?
That you told me
It's
about?
like, okay,
What?
yeah, it's like where you draw a picture like of your life. You like
Should
draw
we do
like,
it right
little
now,
pictures,
Ricky? I kind of want to do it right now.
Do it.
I can't draw, but if y'all want to do your life, hey Nikki,
If Ruby does it, I'll do it.
little
I
Nikki
heard
New, what
Lolo.
you
I
doing
heard
down there in
Lolo.
the comment section, Nikki New? What's your little fine ass?
Whoa, she's
Oh
hot.
Oh, yeah, Dan, you got
That's hot
it.
to try. Dude, she likes the eating content.
That
She's
is
hot.
wild. That's
Both
good.
guys on cam look decent. Thank you, little man. Thank
I mean, we do have space for one more, Nikki, if you want to come make an appearance, because it's the new year. Get it, Nikki New
Don't do
year.
that.
Dan
Nikki
wants
New
some-
Year. You love it.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it.
You
Dan
love
wants-
it. You love it. It's gonna catch on. Sam Hyde is a normie's idea of an interesting person. Oh, I'm an aspiring normie, so this all lines up, Steve. That's what you're not.
God, we are.
thinking
No one. I
about.
do love what you just said right there. Aspiring normie. I do got to get back into being a human.
Yes.
Because it sucks being on this outside. Like Lolo had that great Freemasonry stream, which we still haven't talked about yet, that I want to drag her through the dirt for, but I won't.
Wow, people want to attack and drag through. This language is so violent.
I'm very disappointed on what she did. She had such a good stream going, and then she did say she was gonna have a part 2, but I've not even seen the like a little clip that says upcoming part 2.
Well, I have like other ideas. Like my next stream is going to be about dreams because Dan, I sent in my thing, guys. Hold on. Actually, let me grab it for you real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Now also, so it's Tito's beeping. Now, so me and Lo were cooking. You can almost call it a speed date extended, right?
God damn it.
Now, and I brought up the idea of a dream panel, right? And chat was very intrigued. 12 chatters.
Ooh, I actually like that idea. I've been getting really into Jung and stuff and dream interpretation.
When I got off the stream that night, like obviously I went to bed, and then when I woke up, I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to have my stream, like my dream stream. That's what I was gonna call it. And
that's fucking brilliant.
Did Dan have a good idea? Oh my gosh, Ruby! Wow! Whoa!
Congratulations! It's the first time.
I remember that.
Let the
I remember that my grandma gave me this book about
Bravo.
Nice.
Oh, that's so. I've been reading all kinds of books about dreaming too.
Who's the miss?
Dude, I have like 8 Carl Jung books on my bed right now.
Who is the author?
It's in the back of the book. It's not on the outside, which is weird. But
it wasn't. What was this small word?
His name's Joseph J. Ward.
I don't know though.
You're good.
Well, hold on, let me see, because I just wanted to show you guys. You know what you were talking about with dreaming? Someone had asked, or someone had said they were falling in dreams, and I was going and skimming over all the pages to see what they had said inside, and some of the pages are about if you fall in your dreams, if you get chased in your dreams, if you're naked in public, just obviously explanations and why that happens, whatever, or even a preview of a hanging, dreaming of assassins, shit like that, people killing you. So, but I forget who had asked about it. I was gonna read it to them. I just was surprised that I had a book on dreaming after we talked about that.
That's
premonition.
So cool.
They call me
I think it's a
premonition
great idea.
Dan, right? The new year, new Dan. Okay, now
no one's ever called you that, Dan.
They're gonna start doing it. Okay,
people literally disappointing Dan has caught on. That is what when they're like, Dan, disappointing Dan. Yes, it caught on, bitch.
Ruby,
Sorry.
have you ever thought it's maybe just what I give to you? Right? Me and Lo had a very constructive conversation, but you just make me want to hit you abusively.
Whoa, click that.
We're not domestic. We're not doing that.
Canceled. Wow. Guess what? I want to hit you too, bitch.
Hold on.
And I'm allowed because I'm a woman. So eat that.
Dan,
Right.
we can't talk
Starting
like
now. New rule: no violent threats from me or Dan.
I wanted to hit you. I wanted to hit you with my love. Okay, Ruby. You never let me hit you.
Right.
That was sexy. That sounded sexy too. I like that. Lolo, that sounded sexy.
No, I don't want Dan.
This is what sexy is, okay? You want to see sexy?
Okay?
It's this
Go down to
man.
my basement and talk to the 150 Indians that I already tried that on. Doesn't
I'm
work.
an Indian.
Nobody wants to solve the American birth rate problem.
Right?
What's going to happen? We're going to run out of people. Oh, the stock prices are going to go down. Oh, that's a problem for the All In podcast to figure out. It's David Sachs. Sacks of what? Sacks of gold?
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
start David Sacks of gold.
Can you put EFD right below me? Can we get him on cam?
Asmongold?
What?
Asmongold.
You want to be with your boy?
David Saxon changed it to Asmongold. The branding is already set up for you. Asmongold wants to kill himself. You can replace his body and become the top streamer.
Now, I have a theory.
Pause this. Give us
wait.
a note for EFP.
That's classic. He's the ultimate. He's the best streamer. Is he
I
good?
know. I'm watching this guy.
I think he's good.
No,
I'm gonna watch
EFP. I need to talk to
I
you.
just know his name is Asmongold.
Look at that smile.
The only people who want to fix.
All right.
Okay, so sorry. Go ahead.
No, clearly you have something to say. Okay.
I love one because EFP
Like,
and I
okay.
hated each other.
Go ahead.
He used to call me the N-word more than my mom did. he fucking would call me the N-word way bad. And now look at that smile, player.
Yeah, EFD, you look so good tonight, EFD. Can I, Ruby, Stevie, can you tell him he looks good tonight?
You look good, EFD.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah,
Okay.
he looks better. I'm
Yep.
still curious about the incident. We never really got full answers on
we
you
can
know
go
what.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to demonstrate once again?
Deny till you die, EFD.
Yeah,
Fuck
I do
that
the
shit.
same
He
thing.
literally, his response was, "I was horny," and I find that to be not enough. Like that's not enough.
This guy is weirder than I am.
Flip the script on him and say, why did you hook up with that 23-year-old,
Alex.
Ruby? Maybe you were horny.
Why does everyone think that's so?
Okay.
Yeah, I was horny, but
fucking
what he did was he dropped his pants. He dropped his
What is she doing?
Are you wearing a fucking WWE?
What are you wearing?
Oh, that's the
belt.
Ruby, what did you say you're going for?
It's called fashion, baby. Health goth.
Not bad.
Health South Americana.
Popping.
You guys are all
Alex,
in it.
well, Alex, at least you're fully gay, so like get the fuck out of here.
This is what he did. He dropped it even more than I did, fully naked, and then he took a chair and just like.
No, there wasn't that much thrusting. Stop lying.
It was, or no, it's like this. It was more like this.
Maybe more like that.
Somebody said that to EFD.
No, he did that himself live on stream.
EFD did not do that.
Yeah, I did.
King.
What?
King, yeah, he did. He did.
Wait, you missed that, dude?
I miss all of this.
Permission to show this.
We cannot show it because he's fully nude from the bottom down.
Well, I can crop.
How is this a school? I'm like, I don't know what. I'm just wearing a shirt. I was wearing like
No, it's not a schoolgirl. It's not a schoolgirl. You look like the Black Ranger.
Don't show it. But yeah, you guys get the gist of it. Okay. Yeah, he was fully.
BB said it was gentle and tender. He made love. He didn't fuck. He made love.
Like, cause you remember that stream when I was on a Furby and I was like, some guys were making fun of me, and I was like, "Oh fuck you," and I fucking grabbed the chair and I was like, "Fuck, I'll show you how to thrust it." EFD remembers, so he knows.
Wait. So you fuck?
Yeah, I pretend fuck all sorts of things.
The proper response. You're welcome, world. Hate it or love it.
That's true. That's what you should have said when I asked you about it. Been like, yeah, you're welcome. Like that was content for the ages. Like, yeah, I blessed you.
Yeah, we've heard about
in your weird way, but not actually. I told people to stop posting it because it was like, I don't know if you want that on the internet. Like, how do you feel revenge porn?
Yeah, how do you feel about that, EFD?
I feel revenge porn by my former self. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch?
With Ruby online and me online, we both have
we've done adult things in the past.
He takes it way better than anybody else. He says, I think it's funny. We just haven't found Kings yet. I'm searching.
Lolo sees that and she's
the only reason is because I have a stalker who's been obsessed with me for 5 years. I don't know how he found it. I'm actually curious.
I am disappointed on how many BBC profiles I've had to scroll through looking for King's Chatterbait profile picture. Okay,
it's gonna be a lot.
It's called Chatter King.
Yeah.
So the basically, there's a lot of Tupac playing in it, and I'm a very
Tupac
big DMX. Yeah, and I was in a lot better shape, so I think that you guys are getting like confused. I'm gonna have a fupa, but I don't. I like my gut was good and intact, and it's just long strokes. It's a very weird long strokey.
But you had Tupac in the background.
Yeah. I played Tupac and DMX with it.
Was Dear Mama playing?
No. It would be a very hard gangster rap.
All eyes on me. King played All Eyes on Me to get him in the
I do. I play. My number one thing is musically. I am.
Why don't you go suck a dick?
I've never sucked a dick, but I've had a dick in the room.
Oh wait, you already did, Alex.
He's talking to Alex King. Now these are two people who don't know when is being told to them. Talking.
Yeah, literally.
I haven't sucked a dick. I've never sucked a dick.
No, I wasn't talking.
I've kissed the tranny. I don't mind that.
Me too.
Yeah, I've kissed the tranny.
Hashtag relatable. Once again, the degens, the degenerates. I'm reformed though. You're still in it. You're still in it. But you're gonna come to our Bible study. LOL
We're all
angels.
still in it.
LOL angels.
EAE presents a great question. Lo, is this your first time meeting EFD?
Yeah, it is.
Is this?
Mm-hmm.
He's a legend. He's a legend in these streets.
What do you think, AFT? When you see him with rubbing on his chin like that, do you realize that he is actually a true pimp player?
I mean, he kind of like fondled the chair, so I don't know if that's really pimp.
He is a true pimp player. EFT is one that I, besides Dan, I bring Dan into player status, right? The only reason Dan has player status is from riding my coattails. And now EFT will be the next up to bat, and I bet I can groom him. I can groom him into being a player online to where these bitches will not. Go ahead, say what you want to say. Look how excited.
Can you like say like your best, like try to riz Ruby up.
Here we go.
Can we flip it? I'm on bottom. I want to be down there with the kings.
Oh my god, you are so demanding. I mean, you always want to all you care about is the boys.
It's
Me and the boys. Boys. Let's go fuck with Ruby.
No, Ruby.
I don't care where I'm at.
Ruby, you can say in between stick and eye. Oh, he's gone now.
There it is.
There it is. What are we doing? Don't. Fine.
Now, King. Now, King.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, I've supported you in the past, and I'm going to continue to support you because I think you're a solid motherfucker. But did you just say that you kissed a tranny?
Yes, I have. So what would happen is
I don't want to be. You don't be against.
Yeah, I'm not
that.
gonna be rude.
Like,
I'm not gonna be rude.
we could talk about it, but you don't have to. Like, you know, I don't want to.
Now you can't be so scared to have the conversation. He didn't. He just asked the
I've
question.
talked to trans people and about trans topics for like the first year of my channel. Was
He just asked a question.
not
Questions are allowed.
It's a slur on YouTube, you dummies.
No, she's right. She's right. I was out of pocket.
I have a lot of
pocket.
trans friends who watch this, and I don't want. That's just
I
my
see, and I feel like this is going to relate back to the Sam Hyde video. Somehow, some
No,
way.
she's right. She's right. I used the wrong terminology. So let me rephrase the question, and I do want an answer from King. So King, I'm sorry if that was sorry to chat if that was inflammatory and disrespectful. My question is, King, you mentioned before that you had a kissing situation. I would like you to explain how this happened, where you kissed a tranny.
I did. Okay, so there's a bar in my town called the Town Hall. Or no.
Why is somebody talking about Boogie?
Hold on.
We're talking about Tommy's tranny experience. So what happened was I usually go to downtown. It's called the Old Broadway in Fargo, North Dakota, and you can get dollar shots on Friday nights. And in my early 20s, what I would do
sounds dangerous.
I would buy like 30 shots on a tray and make a waitress with 30 shots, bring them to the table, and then I'd be like this, who wants what? Who what? And I would do this whole Puff Daddy fucking move to where it's just like this. We got money around here. We have money. So did that. And this woman was at the bar when I did this at a smaller bar called the Town Hall. And so I do this move, and it's like $2 shots that night. So it's like $60, but it's 30 drinks. 30 drinks being brought out is a draw, right? It looks a certain way.
Hey,
and I would,
GTO in the house.
yeah, I would like do this move to where it was just like this. We're here tonight. And I would always do this Leo energy, fucking gay, fucking. It was, do I have a tiny cock? I don't know what my problem is, but I would do this energy, and it would be like this fucking A. And then this tranny was at the bar, and was like, "Oh my god, you didn't give me a drink."
Oh my god, just say trans.
He kissed her. He's allowed to refer. He kissed her.
She was at the bar. Let me finish real quick. She was at the bar when I done that, and she goes, "Were you the guy that just bought like fucking 60 drinks?" And I'm like, yeah, do you need one? And she's like, yeah. So then she's like, yeah, I get her a drink, and she goes, I want to kiss. And I'm like, let's get it. So I kissed.
Wait, pause on your story really quick before
Yeah.
you, like, when you said, oh, like you looked at her and she was like, do you want to kiss? Could you tell?
I couldn't tell.
Okay.
So wait. So how did you find out, King?
Watch this. The story.
Women are actually able to tell better than men because we're able to
So
detect sexual differences.
then
That's not true. No, Ruby, I gotta stop.
Yeah,
I gotta
we
stop
drank
you.
at the
Ruby,
same
Ruby,
time.
Ruby.
It's crazy.
Men,
It's more relevant immediately for women to be able to detect if there is a male threat or someone
I
trying
could
to
tell
reproduce with
after
them,
she said
the
it. After
female
she said
or
it.
intersexual competition.
Shut
That's
that social justice
it's not
shit
even
up.
debated.
Shut that
After
shit
she said it, I could tell it was a woman. All right, dude.
No,
But,
Ruby, somebody very, very intelligent told me once, and sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
you will never be a woman. You have no womb. You have no ovaries.
Yeah, exactly.
You're basically a homosexual man twisted by drugs and
I
surgery
was gay. I
to
made
a
up- I
crude
made up
mockery
two guys in
of nature's fucking perfection.
King just admits he's gay and no one overlooked.
It's not.
I've made out with.
Is it in a bit? Does it need to be admitted?
Okay,
or
wait,
is
no,
it
I wanna hear the rest
it's just
of the
out
story.
there?
Yeah, wait, let King fucking
I
cook.
know.
Just
Let's do
fuck
the
around
story.
content.
Just say
mind.
T slur. Say slur. T slur.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
my bad.
Slur
Yeah,
is
so
better.
there's a difference. See how EFD rubs.
I
his
want to
chin?
respect everyone. Is that so
Yes, but do you
crazy?
see how EFD rubs his chin when I'm telling the story? There's a difference when I tell the story. It was like, oh, on accident, and or.
No,
oh,
I
we
do
did
that.
this
I
so
do that
two girls
anyway.
could-
It's just how.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
No, but King,
So,
but King, you got to get to the point, brother. We all want to hear how you
Let it
ended
cook,
up.
let it
kissing
cook,
Ken.
let it
Oh,
cook.
man,
either so I
tongue
this or
kissed
do
this
this.
girl. I tongue kissed this guy. So
What
we're at
social
the-
justice shit?
Whoa.
we are so we're at the bar, and I have. What happens is when you do this weird thing that I do, and Tupac's playing, like you can have the fucking Tupac playing DMX or Tupac, and it's like this rough riders, we here, and TK can just make a room TK, and so this girl's like, oh my god, and fucking get it, and I make it. So we're walking hand in hand to the next bar, hand in hand.
There it is. There it is.
And the person goes like this: I am a boy.
You really couldn't tell. I mean, not that I don't want to.
I promise.
Oh, you couldn't even tell. He or she.
But like,
She had to tell
I'm
you.
surprised you couldn't tell at any point.
King,
Usually
can we
you can
get
tell.
can we
I
get a
could
one?
tell now.
Can we get a 1 out of 10 on just what she was looking like physically in the moment?
5, a low 5.
Oh my god!
But okay, was she muscular? Was she a skinny?
Yeah,
or
she was taller than me, like a big. I have a problem with volleyball, big blonde girls.
Long hair, short hair, muscle.
I'm banned in the chat.
Do you have a giantess
hair.
fetish?
I do have a problem, so I have a problem with that.
I'm allowed on the panel, but
And so I bought all the shit, and then we're walking to the next bar, and she goes, I have to tell you something. I have a video camera following me. We're doing a new schedule for trannies in Fargo, North Dakota.
There's no way.
Yes. Hold
Okay,
on.
wait.
Hold
Chat.
on.
Someone, one of them little A-loggers, you got to find the video of TK walking hand in hand.
It's
with
real. It's very real.
I would love to see
It's very
that.
real. And it's on the Fargo. It's called the Fargo, like Fargo, not Fargo Forum. but
Oh
like
my god!
Fargo-
Someone please, all you little stalkers, do something for good for once instead
It
of just
is.
pulling
So
up my
they have,
porns
like,
when you're
the town-
mad.
the town
Enough.
Newspaper. The
Wait.
town newspaper.
That
the
I
Dixie
am a boy.
newspaper. It was
I
in the
am
Dixie
just-
newspaper.
Wait, so it's like deleted scenes.
Well, you can't hold King to too much of a fucking standard because I'll tell you right now, there was a tranny that was in the Miss Universe thing,
Yeah.
and she looked looked great.
Yeah, there's a lot of like trans people who are beautiful. I have, if people live like that, I have no issue. I respect it, whatever. I don't, you know.
The kiss, though,
Yeah,
It's just a
yeah,
problem
but-
for kids, though.
the kiss came before, so you kissed her and then you
Yes.
started.
Okay. So I kissed her. I did kiss. So I did kiss. She didn't.
What
tell me
kind of
that-
was it like, or was it like,
Yeah, like when I took the shots and.
or was it like
I'm about to cry. You guys are
No. And so I buy.
I mean,
30
tongue or
shots.
not, tongue or
And
not,
Tongue or
energy-
not.
tongue or
Have you
not.
seen the energy when somebody buys like that many shots? Like the whole place kind of is like, oh, and fucking so I was just like, gave her a little thing, and then she was like on my hip for now, and then we're walking to the next bar because I'm about to do it again. I give
Sounds like you got
myself
sugar.
like a $500. I give myself a $500 hitter. Whenever I would go out, I'd be like $500. I'm gonna simp on these hoes tonight. And it would be $500. And then so we were on the way, and she goes,
Of course,
I have a what? I'm being serious. She goes, I got a entourage following me. And I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm a dude. Where's
Hey, I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up for my boy for a second here, my boy King. Okay. I gotta tell you guys, it's extremely respectful that he keeps referring to it as a she. Very politically correct.
It's not about what's masculine pronouns. I don't think.
Can I ask you what was your immediate reaction after hearing those words? I have a camera crew and I'm a boy.
I dropped my hand, so I'm holding this person's hand. I'm holding the person's hand to the next.
Yes.
Like I'm thinking we're dating for a little bit.
Camera
Right?
crew.
This is
And
basically.
then so I dropped her hand, and then I just turned around, and I was like, "Where is my homie?
Where's my homies?"
And I looked, and she pointed out the fucking camera, and they were honestly filming us. And I go,
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
so are you
it.
just like known as like a transphobic rejecter? Like
I'm not a transformer. What it was is I'm way too good looking in Fargo, North Dakota to be put in that situation. And she knew it, I knew it.
yeah, here we are reminiscing about you in that situation.
It's fine. It's fine.
So it's
that
almost as if
person-
you were in that situation. Like
This person looked uglier than Savage. She looked
Savage is
more-
beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh my!
I
Why?
know, let me finish.
We need to elevate the vibe to love.
I will fuck the shit out of Savage. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
Savage is hot, and
Savage
I
is
think
very
she's
hot.
funny.
I think Savage is hot. She's not. She was like, now obviously she wasn't. She was a dude. Right when she said she was a dude, I go, you are a dude. Like right.
Your
when
whole
she
world,
said it,
your whole world
I saw
caved
it.
in a little bit. You got fucking tunnel
I
vision.
did. Everything went like this. I go, you are a dude. And then she
No,
thought
she's
that I would.
not.
Like,
She's
fight.
literally not.
So the problem was that what I think happened was the person thought I was gonna be like mad.
Dan has
All I
mommy
did is just fucking turn around.
distinction. I told you that in private. I told you that in private.
I
Distinction.
turned around. I'm always a gentleman to a lot of retarded, dumb bitch shit. But I've been an asshole in a lot of bitch shit situations. Like bitches can get a lot away with being dumb hoes, and I'll be a gentleman. But there's like situations where I'll be like this, bitch. I'll get my sister to end you. Like, you know what I mean? Like we will get fucking. That's all I'm saying. Like everyone knows it, dude. There's a level of like mad that you can get, and that time, that's one of the least maddest I've ever been to being kissing a dude on stream. And I've kissed another man in real life. Yeah, I've kissed two.
Wait, what?
Why couldn't you hold the straight face for a little longer? Why?
Yeah, wait.
I've kissed another guy. I've kissed another guy for sure.
Well, that's. I mean, you know.
Now, was this
obviously
guy-
you also masturbate on ChatterBait, so we all have.
I masturbate on ChatterBait for gay men for money. Yeah.
And that I
Yo.
did too, and I'm trying to turn my life around. Speaking of, I'm gonna read a prayer because you guys are all degenerates, okay?
Oh,
This
we're
bitch is
all
wearing
gonna
a
be.
WWE belt saying work.
Hey, Ruby, Dan, chill out.
She's the United
I
States
just don't like how Ruby.
He has a fetish for getting blocked. I
Ruby
know his
thinks-
game now.
Ruby thinks she's above all of this, which is crazy to me. Which is crazy. to me.
I don't think I'm above shit, bitch.
Good,
I don't think I'm above shit.
Good.
It's ma'am. It's
Wait, so are you being serious? King, you kiss too, boy?
What? Hold on. What did you just say?
I said, are you being for real? You kiss two boys?
Yeah, I kissed another guy. So I kissed another guy on when I was like 19, And
King just doesn't come off like that.
These two girls were gonna be like this. We'll make out, and she had an outlaw tattoo on her hand, on her arm. And I'm a big Tupac fan, and this is like 1998. And so fucking she,
I like that.
And she had this trailer park tattoo tattoo on her arm. And she was like this, I'll kiss her if Tommy kisses Rob. And Rob was like a 32-year-old dude. And I was like fucking 18. And I'm like this, like fucking okay, we're the two, whatever, dude.
Oh, man. A lot of guys have fucked around and done shit like that.
Just to make
horny and curious, but
just to make these girls make out. Just to make and know what these girls made out?
Sure.
Nothing special. So me and I
you regret the second one? Do you regret the second one then?
I don't regret either. No.
Hashtag no regrets. Are you ready for the prayer? Get ready. Today's January 2nd.
Yeah.
In creativity's image, through his creative inspiration, the living expression made all things, for nothing has existence apart from him. John 1:3. Look out of the closet. Oh, okay. Look out of the closet window. Notice what is around you. Everything.
There is no closet window.
All right,
There's no closet
window. All right, listen. Whatever. Don't worry about it. My mom got me this, okay? Notice what is around you. Everything that you see came from somewhere. If you see buildings, the materials that made them up were first gathered and fabricated, then put together. Notice the way the sun shines, the trees grow, even if they stand dormant in the middle of the cold winter. God is the source of all life. This includes you and me. Nothing has existence apart from him, and nothing thrives without him. We were made in the image of creativity, and that means that each of us is filled with it. We are unique reflections of God's nature. Who feels creative in here?
Always.
I'm raising my
In
hand.
what ways?
Yeah.
Everyone. In what way are you creative? And yeah, Foreman, come bring your satanic bullshit up here.
I never said
Where is Foreman?
He's a bitch. He wants to be a bitch in chat and just say we're.
I'm turning a new leaf. I'm not
Bitch.
being negative anymore. I'm gonna read the Bible. He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a work in progress, okay?
You fucking suck at it.
I'm gonna.
Hold on. Who thinks dinosaurs are real?
Yeah, they're real. They're too real for the Bible. That's why they're not in the Bible. They were just too fucking
the
real.
Dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Dinosaurs are fake and good.
With that in mind, we should celebrate the way we see the world. No one else has our DNA. How boring would it be if we were all the same? And yet so many of us try to shapeshift to blend in. We were born to be ourselves. We come fully alive in the love of Christ. And we don't have to look to the same as others to do this. Creator, thank you for the freedom I have in you to be myself. Thank you for your love that liberates me, refines me, and heals me. I am yours. Amen, bitches.
Amen. We love God. Hey, praise the Most High. Facts.
See, all right, now the vibe is elevated.
Where's the dragons?
Matthew T says, "What the hell is this? It's called whatever the fuck we want to do." Exactly.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I got 5 more minutes, but I'm gonna address chat. Okay. So you fucking queers that are talking, go ahead and talk. TK is
Q slurs. Say Q slur. Q slur.
Yeah, my bad. Whatever Q slur is. We're gonna do Q slur. Tommy King reacts. What are you guys talking about? What is this? One, I'm gonna also end that Lolo. We have real. Can we do Freemasonry episode 2 with Tommy King and Lolo? If you, whatever day you need, whatever
we
day,
can do that. We can do that. It won't be until I think like next week or the next week after that. Because I told you I'm gonna.
Even better. I will stay sober. I won't not come in disrespectful. I'll be punctual and know exactly what you had to talk about that you were confused on, and have the rebuttals ready, and at the same time be able to make the conversation, because a lot of the stuff that I'm into is very deep and very Real. I do not joke with that subject. To be your first conversation was a giant subject, and I respect you for doing that. And that showed that you are you're a dork that wants to be dork. So
I am a dork. For
Yes.
sure.
So I have no problem being a dork with another human. And
Okay, bet. Well, we have each other on Discord. I'll text you about it when I set
I've
up.
never had you on Discord in my entire life.
Dan said he was sending your or my Discord to you.
I still haven't even sent you the friend request. My bad. But that's how not pressed I am. Just saying.
Dan, and also there's a problem with me. I don't answer anybody's
King unfriended me one time. Lo, can I tell you that hurts?
Whoa! I thought you guys were tight.
Randomly one day.
I thought you guys were like this, man.
He did shrooms. He did shrooms.
Ruby?
He did shrooms on Halloween and unfriended me for no reason.
You see that story, girl?
On stream?
Okay, so Lolo, should we be on drug? No mushrooms, right?
We can. I'm gonna smoke weed.
Police sketch.
Yeah, we smoke weed.
Did you see that comment, Ruby? The story
which one?
said Ruby, purple hair girls on Rewind, saying that you agreed to a boxing match with her.
I did, bitch. I did. I said I would annihilate her. I'll go on Rewind right now and fuck her. Wait, should I go on Rewind? I don't know.
Jump in. Do it.
Maybe I'll take. Wait, is Ruby high? She seems glazed. I mean, I've been smoking weed, but I'm starting to lose my voice from yelling already.
Ruby, you got the belt. You need a wrestling match.
I
Not a
told
boxing.
her.
You need to,
I
like,
will.
you
I
need to
can
put a
take out
stunner.
these dude. Purple hair.
Pull the
girl?
stunner. You need to do some like suplexes.
Oh, just crack them.
Yeah, I wrestled in high school. I'll teach you
I'll
how
bring
to
a gun.
grapple. I'll teach you how to grapple.
They were asking for you.
What does that mean?
Go see like.
And they're on like the Discord. All right, maybe. All right, let me end this, and maybe I'll go pop on there. And
What are you doing cucking your content for people who kicked you to the side? Okay.
Jump on
what? There's got to be other streams going on, right?
Purple hair. Purple hair's asking for you right now.
Purple hair.
Yes.
And you're running, and you're dropping everything and running to purple hair.
Well, I was gonna wrap up anyway. 3 hours is a long stream.
Whatever.
For me.
Fine.
For me.
They zooted the worst.
I mean, I wish Stevie still had the keys. But I did a new email. Is there a way to quickly give you that thing?
Yeah, if you can.
Or how do I do it again?
You need my email, right? You have to check.
I guess so.
They're in the DM somewhere.
So I need that email.
Yeah.
And then what do I do?
This dude is not hot.
No,
Dude, I'm trying to ally with these people. Okay.
Go in there. Because you're.
Tell that bitch to come on here. What does she have? 15 viewers on a shit stream playing video games?
What?
Tell that bitch.
No, on Lolcow Rewind they have like 1.5K.
Oh, Rewind is so bad. Rewind is so bad. That's like the back room.
Oh, people are
just
watching.
deeper and deeper.
Boys, I'm trying not to flirt with Lolo right now. This is
King.
fucking hard.
King, you keep saying Lalo. You keep
why are you saying?
Lalo?
It seems like you have Lalo in mind.
Right after you tell stories about kissing boys.
Here. Go ahead.
Right after you tell stories about kissing boys, you start talking Lalo.
Just get Lolo off screen.
I got myself off screen.
She's off.
Thank you, God. King, you want to talk about something, big boy? Killer Tony, you are cuter than a muffin.
Why do you reboot?
She's probably gonna get on that stream really quick.
Yeah.
And then Stephen David.
We can't hear
Ruby,
you.
embrace your predatory, ambitious lesbian vibes and bully these bitches.
I'm just ending it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Go jump in and bully them.
All right, I'm gonna go bully them. I'll go bully them.